Hello and welcome. Right, we are going to do a deep dive this evening on all the bits and pieces that are currently on sale in the UK. Now, we're going to compare the prices to the Lego website, and this is all in anticipation for our FOMO Friday, which is tomorrow, because we will be going over all of the Lego sets that are on the retiring list for 2026 with myself and Jay's Toy Collection UK. So I'll wait for the notifications to go out. We have literally just finished one live stream and jumping into another, so it never really works too well with the notifications to start with, but we'll see what it is. Ultra Bricks has let us know that he is concurrently at a Lego store in the States. Good evening to Jedi Brickman, or morning or afternoon, depending on what time it is over there. I think it might be afternoon for you guys and girls over there. So there's a poll running as always. We are. Simple question. What do you prefer? Do you prefer getting sets times 2, wait for the sales, wait and take the risk for a double whammy where you get double points and a sale in the Insiders weekend? Or do you get it day one with a good giveaway? Let us know what it is that you prefer, and then obviously we can crack on and go from there. Let's just do the basic stuff to start with regards to the different bits and pieces that are currently on the Lego website. So this came out. This is now a thing. So it's £70 it's yours if you spend over £70, and it excludes absolutely nothing. Every single pre-order is available now on double points. The brand new Michael Schumacher set that has literally been added a few hours ago is also on double points, available for pre-order, and you do get this giveaway as well. So if you are after a Penguin in Love thing, you have to spend £70 on something, and this set will be yours. Obviously, I'm assuming it's for their Valentine's Day nonsense, isn't it? So that's what that's all to do with. And then the sets that have been added today is the Michael Schumacher set. Now, we very, very quickly looked at the first image in the last live stream, but I've not actually clicked on all the photos on this because I've got a funny feeling this is more expensive than the Senna, but I want to know the reasons why. So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what the difference is. I'm assuming it's different, either slightly bigger or it's different size, which means obviously it'd be different part usage and blah blah blah. But this is your obviously the 2004, which is his World Championship winning Ferrari. It's yours for £79.99. Order it today. It will arrive on the 1st of March, and it does include the giveaway. So the fact that they have actually put a brand new set in the double points weekend, there's a big difference what they did with the One Piece stuff, if you remember, because the One Piece stuff, well, that got taken out. So now they've actually added sets in. Jedi Brickman says, I'm waiting for times 2 points. And that, yeah, I've heard a lot of people do that to be at 10%. I need to read into that a little bit more. A couple of people have said about that, and it sort of goes over my head a little bit. I really need to tuck into those kind of things. But this, I think, looks smart enough. It's going to scale very, very well with the other one. The Williams one wasn't this scale, though, was it? I don't think, or was it? Because it was the Senna. Did they do a Damon Hill? Is one retired or not? I can't remember. We're 2 deep or 3 deep into this line, but you got a custom minifigure for Schumacher. I think the Schumacher is different to what you've got in the past because this isn't our first time getting a Schumacher. So obviously, it is what it is. The fact that they've got all the licensing on there with Vodafone, Shell, obviously Ferrari, and all of that kind of thing. They have obviously unlocked the key to being able to do this simply enough because obviously the F1 banner is absolutely massive. So it looks smart enough. It's a very, very big scale. It's on the sort of almost classic Bridgestone tires. I think we can all remember those when they were shooting around way, way, way back when. And obviously, the car itself is very impressive. Now, the plaque says, I always believed that you should never, ever give up. You should always keep fighting, even when there's only the slightest chance. And to be fair, that quote means probably twice as much now with regards to what this human being's been going through. So that's a bit of a powerful thing, but it does look really, really nice. It's got the print on the top of the helmet, so that's always something slightly different. I would imagine, would you have them in the cap? You'd have the hat on if you sat him in the car, but I would have just had the minifigure like that with the helmet on the side. And I'm wondering if they did that with the others. Obviously, there's going to be a load of stickers on here, but they've even got the Fiat, the Brembo brakes that are on there. They've got all the Acer, which is the computer company. They've got a couple of other different bits and pieces on there. And obviously, don't forget, these were all of the sponsors from back then. So just, they spend all of that money on advertising, and then all these many, many years later, here we are. So it's got a removable engine base. You've got obviously the Ferrari, is it V12 these? Yeah, 12, isn't it? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so it's 12 cylinder Ferrari engine, obviously producing ridiculous amount of horsepower. These were the really, really loud generation, these ones. So obviously, if you're a fan of F1, then you're going to be you're going to be living the dream with this, I would imagine. What else is there? Well, there's loads of photos. So it's 12.5 inches in length, which is just over a base plate long, and it is 5 inches tall. So that's obviously on the plinth, which I think a lot of people, I would have it on the stand if I had one. I think I'd put it on the stand and just see exactly what's what with that. But don't forget, like I said, this has just come out on the LEGO website. It is available for double points. It's available with the giveaway, and this is the best opportunity to get it unless you waited for a sale with other companies, which we will obviously be taking a look at very, very shortly once the notifications have pinged out, because we have to be looking at what we've got to this evening. We've got to look at Smiths, John Lewis, Game. We've got to look at loads of different ones and compare them with the prices of the LEGO website. And then, of course, just tuck in and go from there. So the red's the red's a very, very striking color. I just don't know what I could do with these. If I could have these on display, like the bigger cars, and then have the F1 cars shooting around them as like an F1 track, I would do, because they're opening up all of the Ferrari build and play centers at all of the different Legoland parks. So it would be a good idea to try and do that. But I just don't know. It's a slippery slope with that kind of thing, because what else? Actually, I'll do a side by side. Let's have a quick side by side. Let me get the other. I'm sure there was a Damon Hill one. Well, there is. Oh, Nigel Mansell, Damon Hill, Nigel Mansell. So they've got the Senna and this. So you've got 3 available then. So you've got the the FW14B from Nigel Mansell, which again, beautiful, iconic colours with the yellow. They all seem to be completely different brick counts as well. So they obviously are slightly different size, slightly different scale, because this is less, and this has more pieces for more money. So I personally would say this one would be better value, but as we now know, everybody does their own thing with regards to how people work out for bricks and things like that. But I'm also assuming it's also slightly shorter, because this was a slightly different era where it wasn't as big. So I'm assuming they're in scale with each other and they're not identical scales. So we can actually have a look with this one, can't we? And just see what this one's all about. So it's 12 inches. Yeah, so the other one's longer. So which is right. The Ferrari is a longer car. So, and they did get bigger and bigger as they went on. So the fact that they are all slightly different scales, well, that's going to be quite nice on the collection. And obviously, you got to have all 3 of those going through each other. I just don't know what I could do with them. I think they do look nice, and it's just a more detailed, in-depth version of a Speed Champions, but I just don't know. Because you've also got the Senna, haven't you? So they have done 3. So this is your last, well, it's your only chance now to get all 3 of them, because the Senna is the same price as the Williams one. you've got the McLaren MP4, which again, iconic car. You can see how all the ties and everything are completely different. Everything's completely different, isn't it? Because with regards to these kind of things, again, completely different, streamlined shape, different engine, different configuration, different absolutely everything. I think they would look fantastic all close together. But no, I am scratching my head what I could do with these, because when I first saw these come out, I was like, oh, I would really like the classic Formula One cars. But if I didn't have one of them, I wouldn't get any of them. Does that make sense? So I would want all of them or none of them. And again, they've all got their own speech and sort of quote, shall I say, with regards to it. So the size of this one is 12.5. So this is the same length as a Ferrari. I think this one wider? Oh, it's not as tall. It's only 5 inches tall. So you have got all 3 of these available if you want them. So that is that one. Then you've got that one, which is this one just here. And then you have got this one, which is the new one. So different sizes, different shapes, different everything. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with this. But the fact that they have done this on double points with the giveaway isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. So how should we start it? We'll recap everything that we saw yesterday, and then we'll start doing all the sale stuff. And like I said, this is just in anticipation for the retiring list of 2026. Because, of course, if you're from the UK, you're spoilt because stuff is already in big sales. But the sales that are happening now, it might be the last time they go into a sale before they run out of stock. And then because they're getting new stuff in, because there's a lot of stuff retiring halfway through this year. So just a quick recap of everything that they put in yesterday. I'm afraid the clogs, anybody that's disappointed in those, they are not in the double points at the moment. And for obviously the yellow motorbike has been on on the website now for ages. The flower wall is early access of the 1st. So this actually might go into double points on Sunday, because you can get early access on the 1st. So maybe you could get it on double points in store, and it would break the price. It would break the price point for the Penguins in Love as well. So if you're a fan of this, you might be getting double points on it straight away with the Penguins in Love, maybe. Good evening to everybody that's in the chat. So Aiden, good evening. Brookable, I will write that down for you. Jedi and John, good evening to everybody. So anybody a fan of the F1 stuff before I start looking into all the sale bits and pieces? I don't know which is the better looking. I think it's very personal preference of the era and if you were a fan at that time. Because obviously you've got those two, and then you've got the Ferrari, which is this one about to come up on your screen now. So yeah, it's just be interesting to see who has got any of the others and how this one does compare with them, because the fact that they've got all of the sponsorship stuff on, it's amazing, because I would imagine that would have been an absolute pain in the backside to try and sort all of that out. You can just see how the shape of all the cars are completely different. Apparently, the Speed Champions are different shapes as well. I've not actually seen them in hand, but apparently the wings are so slightly different, and the sort of the tub and everything, it's all slightly different part usage and things. They're not like just recolors of the same cars. And this one, obviously, clearly, every single one of these are completely different. But you just have to be a fan of F1 to enjoy it, I guess. But I don't own any of them, so it's at the moment a pass from me, unless of course I can figure out what to do with it, but I don't know what I can do with it. Yeah, I think they look good. John says I think they look good, but I don't buy car sets. Yeah, I see. That's the thing with those. I think it's a scale that's big enough that you just can't use with anything else, but it's not too big. It takes up a lot of shelf space. So yeah, not too sure. Ultra Bricks currently is invading America, and is in the Lego store currently as we're live. So I'm waiting to him to let us know. Got my 40% off Merlin. Oh, staff on Lego and double points. Well. There we go. You can't go wrong with that. So we are Merlin staff. So you're a Lego group, or are you under any of the other theme park bits and you just get access to all of that? So that's not too bad. You have 40% off. Is not too bad. So you can get a good discount on all of those little bits and pieces. It makes it much more cost effective for you. So again, if you wanted to pre-order for whatever reason any of these sets that you're looking at now, including all of the new Star Wars stuff, which is the compatible bits and pieces, there are 5 of those. Remember, it's smart minifigures and the tile that is included, but does not have the smart brick with it. And then the bigger sets has the smart brick. You can also get the Sauron. So I thought some of these might have filled up their pre-order by now, but clearly they've got plenty of stock in. So you've got the football, and then you've got the helmet. They have changed it. They've heard me complain then, have they? Yes, they have. That yesterday said soccer ball. And I was like, what the bejesus does that say soccer ball for? Because it says football on the box. They've obviously they've corrected their mistake. We'll let them off on that. We'll let them off. Soccer. Who calls it soccer? Unbelievable. The Golden Retriever puppy is obviously new, out, and available on the 1st of Feb. Because it's going to be in double points on that time, you could just go to store and pick it up. So with some of these that are actually available on pre-order, some of them are coming out on the 1st of February. So you could just go to store on Sunday and you'd be absolutely living the dream. Not a problem. Not a problem. See, I used to have some RC cars. I used to have the ones that I actually. Oh God, have I still got them? I had a load of Skeletrics when I was younger. Loads and loads of Skeletrics, like huge amount of track. And I think I had quite a few of the Formula One cars and the rally cars and all that kind of thing. So I've had my fair share of all of those. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go down that path. Right. Is there anything that's on back order yet? I have seen, I don't know if anybody's been seeing this making the rounds, that the new shopping street on Rebrickable, they've turned it into a side modular and it looks very, very impressive. Whoever's designed that, it looks very, very good. Now, we know a couple of people that got this yesterday. Of course, it's not coming out for a while, but it's going to include that giveaway. These 2 are still available, so the pre-orders haven't sold out on that. Obviously, we know that that's coming back with the giveaway on the 27th of Feb. These are the sets that include the smart brick because it says all in one. So there's 3 of those. All of those are still available, and the shopping street is still available. But yes, somebody's made that into a corner unit, taken the alleyway away, and they've actually made this building as a square. So it does look so different because they put the tall bit on the left-hand side and put this bit on the other side. So yeah, they've done a really good job on that. That's making the rounds. I think that went up a couple of hours ago, I think. So yeah, it's an interesting one. So yeah, I quite like that. But yeah, there's lots and lots of stuff. Obviously, all of it's still available. Because it's weird how it goes around the world with obviously the stock bit, because we've seen Australia got absolutely battered with a load of their stuff. So like a lot of the Lego City stuff is on back order in Australia. Whereas what we're about to look at is, I think this is already in a sale. So the Fry's food truck is already in a sale. There's lots of Lego City. So like the Lego City stuff in the UK is always in a sale. It's like this tractor will go down to 15 and then down to 12 quite quickly. So yeah, I just don't know about this Lego van, because the only thing that hasn't yet gone into a sale ever is that huge long juggernaut in the UK, which I think you guys and girls got it in Costco in a sale. So Brickman says, I do more City stuff, always on the lookout for City items. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Has anybody seen the Arkham Asylum thing that's going around as well? Hang on. what was I just saw it before I went live. What was it on? Is this it? Yes, it is. So somebody very cleverly has, let me find it, done an addition to Arkham Asylum. So, from the Brick Post, but it's on their Instagram page as well. And what they've added on, look, is they've added a sewer system underneath Arkham. So if you had your own bits and pieces that you wanted to add to it, then obviously you can do. Is there any other? They've added more photos. Got to be better photos. Yes. Please be the photos on here, Brick Post. Don't let me down. So yesterday this came out. Then so this came out. This design came out yesterday sometime. All we want though is the photos there. So they've added in a full layer and it's got all of the detailing underneath. So obviously all of this is extra pieces that you need to order. So obviously it's going to cost some money, but it's something a little bit different. So I don't know if anybody's seen this making the rounds. It would be quite cool to do actually, because if you could do this underneath your front row of the city, for example, and you've just got Killer Croc in there and you can see you've got a couple of the other characters in the green slime, works quite well. It does work quite well. But the only thing is I don't know how much it will cost in parts. That's the only thing. So as we know, sometimes it's not the cheapest thing. There we go. £150. So it's 1,591 extra pieces. That costs you a 4 small food, but it's sourced properly. It costs about 150 quid. The instructions can be refound on Rebrickable. See, that's the killer, isn't it? It looks great, but if you wanted to do an alleyway of them, you're looking at a lot of money. But yeah, it's designed for the Killer Croc. It's on the 32 by 32. There's loads of other photos. There they are. Okay, so that's what it is. Look, so they've just added all of this extra underneath, all the different rooms, all the extra little bits and pieces. Because you could do this underneath the Batman stuff. You could do this underneath your city, if, of course, the Turtles is going to be a thing. You could actually do your own sewer layout and just copy that design just there, which looks pretty impressive. It's something very, very, very different. Very, very, very different. But I don't know if anybody will jump at this. I don't know if anybody's going to do it as a standalone display or not. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice that people are paying attention to Rebrickable because there's so much stuff that you can do on there, and obviously do all the different rebuilds and lots of different bits and pieces. So you can see all of the different designs and all the pieces that they've used on this. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, obviously, but the fact that it is used in the films, isn't it, as well, especially in The Dark Knight when they're going in the more of the pipe work that they're doing rather than the actual prison pace. But it's all the green gunk that's coming around. So, yeah, infect the water system. But yeah, and that's obviously how the instructions work. So you just download, you buy Rebrickable instructions, then you've got to buy all the pieces, and then you just crack on and hope for the best. So yeah, just so people are aware that this is actually a thing. So it works well. It does work well, but it's going to add a lot of money because I don't know how much the instructions are. So that's the only thing. The instructions obviously aren't a free download, are they? So you've got to be weary. Got to be weary of that. Right. Let me just get. We'll start off with Smiths. So we'll start off with Smiths and start working our way through. And what we traditionally do is we just go from high to low. That's all we do on here. So we're going to go high to low. What does Smiths have? So like I said, this is all in preparation for tomorrow's live stream of when we go through the list of stuff that's retiring. So that's all we're going to be taking a look at, and that's the reason why we're doing this. So the Falcon's in a sale, but it's gone back up in price, as we know, because we saw some of these yesterday very, very quickly. There is big sales at certain places. Depends. So they are still running the sales. Look, so 350 down from 409, 389 down to 339, 389 down to 319. That is why you never ever buy a Technic set in the UK full price from the Lego Group, because it just within a few months goes to this price. I have seen them at £100 off, which is huge money. That is really, really very big money for those different bits and pieces. Has the X-Men Mansion gone into a sale yet? No, just the Technic stuff. So the Pirates of the Caribbean, I would, as long as it's not a purple label, that will have 50 knocked off, and it's not a purple label, which is fantastic, which means it's not exclusive to them. So they'll have competition, and that will be going into a sale at some point. The X-Men Mansion has not yet gone in. Arkham will obviously go in because they've got that in now. They've got some of the Harry Potter bits and pieces. The artwork is, I don't think that is actually, it might be available only in one store. Home Alone House does go into a sale from time to time. This has never yet gone into a sale. And don't forget, this is one of the sets that is retiring this year. So 10326. Where else is that available? 10326. So we got it from the Lego Group. We got it at Smith's, Bricklink. The Range have it. Well. So the Range now have this. Now the Range is a very odd. It's got something. It's got everything in basically. Home delivery out of stock. No, so they haven't got that. So where else? Who else has that then? Nobody. So yeah, so it might never go into a sale. It might be another Loop roller coaster, because the Loop coaster never went into a sale in the 3-4 years that it was out, and then that was it. It never happened. John says, I played soccer in my younger days, football too. Did you do both at the same time, John? Did you put the pads on and just start running around with a circular ball? But that would have been good for a shoulder barge. You would have sent them absolutely flying. This website, aren't we? I'm checking this out briefly yesterday. There is quite a few Harry Potter sets in a sale on this one. The Shire Shopping Street. See, because they've got the shopping street in and it's now advertised at Smith's, I think the Natural History Museum will drop in price, because this will then just take up the shelf on the stock on the floor. That's what that tends to happen. So there is that sort of bedding in of the sets coming in. You've got the Burrows for $219, the Jurassic World for $219, the Workshop, this or 209. I was about to say this. I knew this was in a sale, so that's got quite a lot of money knocked off. I think there's one or two other places that have this for 209. And this is the thing, that this is why you've got to be careful with the double points, because obviously at the moment this is in double points on the Lego website. I'm sure it is 269, isn't it? It's not. They haven't just made up their own. They haven't just made up their own price for that. So this is. So it's double points 269. So you get 4,320 points, and it's £5 per 800 you get back. So it works out to be, is it 10-20% of the price or something stupid like that. Whereas it's much cheaper to get it from here. So it's much cheaper to get it from this one. And this is sold out in a couple of places, but it's obviously still available at this one. You've got this in a sale, so it's $199. It's ever been $219. I think this works out to be the £20 saving is what you get back in points, I think. Let's have a look. What is it? So yeah, I don't know if you guys and girls have this horrible problem of figuring out the best place to actually get your sets from, because this happens all the time. So they are going to give me, if I add that to, is it already in my basket? Yes. So points wise, it's £22 in points I get for this. So as it stands now, I get £22 in points plus a penguin. Now, you can take it as you will. If you're just going to sell the penguin, you can get a quick 10, 20 quid for it or whatever it'll be, or use it for parts. If you don't care about it, then you don't have to think about the giveaway whatsoever. But as it stands, it's pretty much neck and neck. So it's either you save the money or you pay the money and then save it for a future thing. So it is the same. Not really. All I've done, Sean, is I've just gone over the Michael Schumacher stuff, and we're basically just looking at the Formula One cars. So because there's 3 of them at the moment. I didn't think there was 3. I thought there was only 2, but you've got 3 of them available at the moment. So yeah, it's if you wanted those, it's always a good thing. I've literally just started to have a look at Smiths. So literally, what do we get to? So this one is what is cheaper getting it from John Lewis or Smiths, whereas this one, because it's £20 saving, you get £20 back in points for this. It's at the moment, because you get a giveaway. If you were to just sell the giveaway or just open it up and do it for whatever, it's there. But you can see Pikachu is also coming to Smiths, which means, again, as we know, you're going to get these sales very, very quickly. I think this is the biggest sale that I've seen this in. I don't think it's been below 199. So I don't, it's one of those. Well, this is it, John. It's a game, really. So because obviously understanding how far the Lego stores are from you guys in America, and how little stock like you have in Walmart and Costco, I can see why everybody has to go to the Lego store. But obviously, this is one of 5 websites that have the same sets in, and it's very much a case of, well, as you can see, like with the Creel House, for example, the Creel House is coming to here, but you can't. I think it's not available until May. So some of the sets are staggered by 4 or 5 months, and then you're away. A lot of it, there seems to be a pattern with, say, with this company, for example, you will get a small percentage off within a few weeks, then it comes back, and then you get a bigger percentage off and it comes back, and then the big savings would be 20%. And like the Razor Quest, for example, the Razor Quest at John Lewis, which, bearing in mind, the Razor Quest is still available every 3 or 4 months for the history that set's been about, has had anything up to £150 knocked off, because the main length look is down from 299 to 171. And obviously, some of these sets are going to be retiring. The train is going to be coming to here. So this train will be, it'll take a while until it hits like peak sale price, but you would imagine it would be, say, like £30, £40 off maximum. If Pikachu isn't exclusive, that will drop anywhere from 135 to 150. So really, you're only best off getting stuff from the Lego group, like the actual Lego store or the Lego website, if it's the double points are better than, because sometimes, don't forget, you'll look at these and they won't be in a sale, and then you think, well, actually, there's double points running from the Lego group. I could get it for that and get a gift. So that we have got options. But if you're willing to wait, you will always save money. And this isn't an advertised sale. This is literally just a standard thing that they're currently doing. Yeah, see, the main shaft, the main length, it's been like that for a good while. Sean showed his length the other day. It looked very, very impressive. It's very long, that, Sean, isn't it? With regards to how big it is on everything else. It's a beautiful looking set. But the crazy thing is that, don't forget, some of these minifigures are also very expensive. So the fact that you're suddenly getting a big discount on the set itself, and you've got options of paying 3 if you wanted to. Obviously, you've got to be careful with that so you don't sort of catch yourself out. But if you wanted a larger set but pay it over 3 months, they now do that. And also, this website offers click and collect. So these stores are about 10 minutes from me, so I can easily pick them up. So again, so you can see the difference. Look, so with the length 171, but this one is only £10 knocked off. But this is on the chopping block, isn't it? This is the first one to go, I think. December, this is retiring. So then it'll be interesting to see what price it actually goes down to. So this is down to one. So what is it? 59, 607. So it's 159. So this is the hard bit for us. We're spoiled. So that I use this as an example because this is obviously a set that I've been umming and ahhing about and don't know what to do with it and didn't know. I don't know what I do on a daily basis, do I? Let's be quite honest. But we have got right now. I've got 3 options just for this one set. So if I get this back up onto the Lego website very quickly. So I can use the Lego website on this. So I would get 2,880 points currently. So I'll add that to the basket so it would tell us exactly what it is because I can't work it out. There's a mathematical way of doing it. You move it all over. So take that out. So it will tell me it's 18. So I get £18 plus a penguin that they value at £12.99. So you're going to sell it for a tenner minimum next year if there's loads of them. So, you know, Smiths have it at 159. So that's there or thereabouts, neck and neck on double points. However, John Lewis has it even cheaper at 145. So you save $34.99. So as it stands right now, the cheapest place to get it is here because John Lewis always puts these in. That's why everybody was hoping that the new shopping street, for example, would come to this website because it is guaranteed to have £50 off very, very, very quickly. So as it stands, this is the best place to get the bounty because you save $34.99 and it outdoes the double points and the giveaway. So this is why we're doing what I'm doing now, because then when we do the list tomorrow, people are going to start going, oh, hang on. Anything that is on the list that's going to retire halfway through the year, this might be the last sales that they're in. And then when the stock runs out, then it might just be disappearing. So, David, good evening to you. The Lego City train looks good. They are expensive, but again, depending on where you are in the world, by Christmas that will have a huge saving there because if you use the what was it, the Polar Explorer train, I think it had more to it, I think, because there was like more builds and all that nonsense. There was more with it, but that went down to 99. So that did go down. That did go down to 99. John saving a full two. Tell you what, John, that's a bargain. I'm saving a full 250. But yeah, so if you're willing to wait, David, on the city trains, so I'll just flop it up on because we all like a train, let's be honest. So at the moment, this isn't a sale in the UK, it's in quite a big one, so you can get, but this is new, so it's available for pre-order. Obviously, it's 180. It did in the Cyber Monday Black Friday. Its counterpart, which is this one, same price, look, was £99. And at the moment, I'll just stay on topic with the train. It is 119 for the city variant as such. And they sold out of this one. So this went down. So, but you can see, look, their standard price, and this is the other thing that we've got to contend with in the UK, is that the standard prices are also different because the Lego City train standard price at John Lewis was 139 and then went into a sale at 99, whereas the Lego website, the standard price is 179. So after a certain amount of time, the other retailers just drop it and it's not a sale price, and then they put that price into a sale. So they have waves of stuff. So yeah, we are really very much spoiled. But here it is. It's at Smith's pre-order, I think. Yeah, so pre-order not until March. So same time frame as the Lego Group. And then if you just wait, that will be sort of 170 quite quickly, and it'll go 160. And then depending on how long you want to wait for it, you could pick it up for a much bigger price. So yeah, there's games to be played. So the bounty is £130 on a local Swedish website for some reason. Yeah, it seemed what this so I know I sound like a broken record, but this is why I'm doing this now, because a lot of the stuff that is in a sale now is the stuff that's retiring halfway through the year. So don't forget, like the retail shops, and it'd be the same with Costco and everybody else like that. A lot of the big savings, and we didn't realize it at the time, a lot of the big savings were the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And then all of a sudden, we're like, oh, balls. Those sets were sort of say 40% off. Now they're on the retiring list, and a lot of those shops haven't got that stock in anymore. So then what starts to happen is you have no choice but to get it from the Lego website. If it's retiring in December, you're absolutely laughing. But the midway mark, don't forget, they literally do a full redo of Lego. Because we know Lego City is massive, so they do a full redo of Lego City at the halfway mark. So any Lego City set that is retiring June, July won't be on the shelf when the new stuff comes out at that time. So they'll make space for it early. But because the sales are on now, you might be able to get the stuff in a sale that's retiring. See, there's method to the madness. Sean, panic, don't panic. Sean's like, don't panic. Yeah, so the FOMO Friday is a real thing. So Sean says, start again. Shame they're not keeping all Hogwarts. Well, it's weird with that, and I think John's agreeing with Sean. They are going to have all of the sets on the shelf for a very, very small time, because that's what Smiths do. They're renowned for it. So there will be at some point on this website every single part of the Harry Potter castle that you can buy will be in a sale. And then all of a sudden, one bit will go, and then the next bit will go. And then it happens every single year. They are only left with odd bits of the castle because the other bits aren't there. But I have seen, because when you go in there, you hear all the Harry Potter fans going in, because obviously Smiths is massive. It's got loads and loads of stuff. It's the equivalent of Toys R Us over in America when they were the big thing over there. That's what Smiths is sort of now. They've got loads and loads and loads of places. And yeah, so you will have a very, very small opportunity to pick it up. Like this, anybody that wants it, you are mad. Well, you're not mad. Well, you are mad. Let's be honest. You're mad if you want it, but also paying full price when it's everywhere. And I say everywhere. I do believe we've got it at Smiths, John Lewis, Argos, garden centres, Game, The Range, Tesco's. Like, you can get it from loads of different places. I'm assuming there's one warehouse that feeds all of the sort of more toy shoppy places, because that's what happened with the advent calendar, didn't it? Because you clicked on the link for the advent calendar and it keep taking you to another website. But again, with the big Technic Red Balls, look, 199 then to 154. This one 189 to 149. These I think are going halfway through the year. So this is the thing. It's like, well, when this stock goes, you've got to pay full price from the Lego Group, because I don't think anywhere else has them. And again, with the Ferrari, because all three of these big ones came out at the same time. So again, with these, this is on the shopping block. I know Prime is going, and this is new, but this hasn't been out long, Soundwave, and it's down to 144 from 159. And again, that's got the sound brick in. The train is 140, it's available. 143 down to 179. The Black Falcon is on the list. I have seen that I think the cheapest I've seen that was like 110. I think it went all the way down to 110. Now it's back up to 134. Brick Together, good evening to you. Hopefully you are good. This is Smith's is my safe space. Yeah, yeah. I know. Oh, what discussion was that, John? What discussion was that? What have I missed? What have I missed? Hang on. What were you talking about? Let me go back up. Oh, so David said, I think the motor included contributes to high price. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the motor itself is, well, yeah, it does. But things are with those train sets, you've never not been able to have it motorized. So it used to be the 9-volt where you used to spin them round. So way back when, the original one of the old Lego City trains. I'll catch up with the chat in a second. So Lego City, was it 1999 train? I think it was 99 or 97. Might be 7. Hang on. It was the black and yellow train. Black and yellow train. Yes, that's the year. That is it that the year? 98. And that was £99 new when that came out. That's the Badger. That train there. I haven't got the box. What set's that? That's definitely not 2018. That's definitely not right. This thing is very, very old. Right, this thing. Train, when it came out, so it had the full track. It was the locomotive, the 2 carriages, loads of builds on the inside. And this in 98, there we go, I was close. 98 was £99. So they've always had the motorized, but the track and everything's now different. So I don't think they've ever given you the option not to have it, to be honest. They've never given you it. But as you can see, we are spoilt with the stuff that you've got. So it's 169 to 134 for the Van Gogh. This is on the retiring list. This is on the retiring list. So the stuff that's in a big sale now, I think if you don't get it from Smith's, John Lewis, or Argos in the next 2 or 3 months, you will have to pay Lego prices. Let me catch back up with the chat. So Sean, John, Bricks Together. Right, let me go back through. Really? So Sean says they're retiring some of the parts of the castle and it's not even complete. That's a bit naughty. The Great Hall retiring. Yes. Okay, I've caught up now. Sorry. Let's have a quick look at that. Let's have a quick look. Let's just, because obviously this is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going full length into the retiring list tomorrow. I genuinely thought that none of the Harry Potter castle stuff was retiring until December, but that doesn't mean it's still going to be available because you know it's going to sell out. Marvel, right? Let's have a look. So what's on it? Oh no, it is Great Hall, 31st of July. What a load of nonsense that is. Yep, that is on its way. So yeah, so it's going to overlap. So you are stuffed because you're going to have to pick this up in July. When is the wave of Harry Potter stuff coming out though? Is it coming out after July? Is it? Like I said, I'm not a massive fan of that. But there's so many Harry Potter sets retiring. So many Harry Potter. And the fact that Luna Lovegood's house is retiring as well, that's naughty. But again, that is already in a sale on this website, and it's been out 29 days. So the Technic stuff, you can see 159, 126, 129, 126, 169, 126. Just spoiled. So the Malfroid is, at the moment, what's better? If we just use this for an example, what's better? Where's it better getting it from? Because how many points do you get with this at the moment? Malfroid. Hang on. Mana and Manor. There we go. Come on. Right. So, how many points for if I add that to my basket? Get off. Get that gone. Right. You can work it out. So, get that gone. So, it is. Where are you? £13 in points plus the penguin. And this at the moment is 10. So it's currently with double points, it's cheaper, but without double points, it's not. Whereas other stuff, it's much cheaper from here, even though it's in double points. So it does depend on the theme, depends on the time, depends on everything. One Brick Stud, good evening to you. Let's have a look. If you're asking about the boathouse, deep into this. Was it on the retiring list for 2025? There is a way of searching by year of this. I'll find it. Hang on. You guys can look at that. Let me figure this out. Lego sets. Retiring. What have we got? There we go. This is what I need. I can never quite figure out the all the tabs on Brick Fanatic. So right. So Harry Potter is what you guys and girls are asking for. That can sod off. So Harry Potter retiring sets by the year. So that's 26, 27. Are they giving us the 25 or not? No, we've only got 26. So what's retiring in 27? Is the rest of it retiring? The big Hogwarts Castle is retiring in 27, obviously. Hogsmeade, Diagon Alley, all the newer hospital wings already up for the chopping block. So that's not out too long. So count the 1st of January. So it's going to be the hospital wing's going to be out by itself for a while. I mean, it's not retiring until the 31st of December. So potentially the first part of that has gone then because it's not on the retiring list for 26 or 27. So I'm assuming it has. Yeah, so that's it. So Brick Together is right. There's a lot of you can again in the UK you can pick it up easily in store. But you're just going to have to act quick, otherwise it will just disappear. 4320 says we got the new Ninjago sets in January, but how many waves are there in 1 year? I don't remember how it works, but I assume at some point sets are going to retire at the same time. Yes, there's lots of sets retiring for loads of sets retiring for Ninjago this year. So that's why we're going to do this FOMO Friday tomorrow, and we're covering everything that is retiring because you've got lots of big Ninjago sets. It's a little bit more complicated now with Ninjago because you had this year's 15th anniversary stuff. You've also got the Rising Dragon Series 4, and you're going to have Ninjago Legacy, and all of those are going to retire at different times as well. Some of it is out for less than a year. So again, like the Harry Potter stuff that we're looking at now, there's some Harry Potter things that came out in January that is retiring by December. You've got this. Don't forget, this is something that is not out yet, but you can pre-order this. So this is where it's a double-edged sword because we're looking at stuff, and a lot of it is a lot better getting it in a sale at the moment. But something like this, you can get double points on this right now with the giveaway. So if you wanted to, and you wanted it day one, you're best off pre-ordering it now rather than waiting because this isn't going to go into a sale for a little while. But then you've got the big dragon look down from 139 to 115. The train's not available anymore. That actually has gone. They always do the Star Wars Lego cheap as well. Always look. So 124 down to 109. Sometimes that goes below that price as well. Book Nook still 109. Jurassic Park 109. Don't forget, there's only the one website you've clicked on so far. Medieval Castle creeping down. That's sort of in its first wave of a sale. It's not really a big sale, that one, is it? And then we've got this has been around ages, the ATTE. I think ATTE. I think they've got their price different now. ATTE. I'm sure that was 130.40. Oh no, it was 120. It's always been 120. There we go. Fair enough. Fair enough. So One Brick says the Hogsmeade Village it looks gorgeous, that Hogsmeade Village. It really does. The good thing for us is that the Hogsmeade Village is in multiple places. I think these have it as well, don't they? We saw it further up. Where is it? Where do they have it? Shut your eyes. I'm moving it quickly. Shut your eyes, shut your eyes, shut your eyes. No, it's John Lewis. Ignore me. John Lewis has the Hogsmeade Village. So we're gonna get we'll get a big sale on that. So Lego Harry. Because of course Argos always have big sales as well. So have a quick. We will be having a look at Argos in a little bit. Do they have it? Who's gone? Maybe they don't. Who actually has that then? Lego Hogsmeade. Who has Lego Hogsmeade? Lego Group. The Range. Amazon. Oh, it's a D2C. It's officially a dick at the moment. So it's not anywhere else. It's direct to consumer. So that we won't know where that's going for another 2 months. We only seem to hold on to it for like 7 months. Then we'll get the big sales on that. So that's all right. So don't have to panic. Don't have to panic about that too much. All right, Ultra Bricks, not a problem. So hopefully, Ultra Bricks, you've had a successful time at your Lego store experience. Hopefully. So Ultra Bricks is currently in America and is doing some shopping at a Lego store, just in case anybody knows or wants to know. Summer Wave is July, I believe, says Sean. Bricks Together says, I like the big Hogsmeade Village, but I refuse to pay that price, waiting for it to be at least 20% off. Absolutely. Well, let's be honest. We are all spoiled with how good the alley was before the price increase. Because that set it's a huge set, obviously. I know you guys, a load of you guys have had it, but if you got it before the first price increase that they did, it was such a good price as well. And then this one came out, and you're like, oh, there it is. Hogsmeade at Argos. Well done. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Argus. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. It just wasn't popping up on the Google search. Right. Let me just get Lego sets. And we'll do the same thing on this one. And we'll just keep bouncing, basically bounce between all these different Lego places. So as it's realistically then, it's looking like Double Points is there or thereabouts matching some of the Lego stuff, but mainly all of the sale stuff is much better at the moment. It's just now paying attention to where and if they're on the retiring list. So Falcon back up. So they do a Nectar point thing at the moment, apparently. So if you want your Nectar points, because apparently they're worth quite a lot of money. But if you look at these two, in fact, all these three are full price at this store. But this one up here, they're all in a sale. So there you are. Look, so all of those 339, 319, 291. And over on here, they're 390, 390, 390. And if you're wondering why I sound quite surprised, these stores are over the road from each other where I am. You can literally walk over to the other one. And could you imagine walking into Argos and paying £390, then just popping directly over the road to Smith's and seeing the same thing for 291? You would be fuming. But I don't know what the Nectar points relate to. So I know some of you guys and girls will have a Nectar card. I definitely don't. But all of these now are much stronger prices. They haven't gone down at all. They're just all on ×3. So they, instead of them giving you discounts, you're obviously, it's their equivalent of Lego points, I'm assuming. You can see I'm not with it at all. I haven't got a clue what any of these are. But where's the Potter? Where has Potter? Where's Potter gone? No, I can't see it. So all of these sets so far are literally like for Smiths for most of them, but they're all times 3 points. But you can see there's some sets, like some of the architecture sets are different, and they've got Jaws over here where they don't have it over the road. So yeah, these are just the standard prices, but you're getting big bits. So you've got Diagonal Alley on there. See, that's good. That's 25% off that. That's not too bad. I might have misread that. Did I misread that wrong? I think I did. So One Brick Stud said Hogsmeade connects nicely with the alley. I agree with that. It's a very nice looking set, Hogsmeade, but oh, so overpriced, and the minifigures are a big letdown. Right, well, I'll flop that up as you guys and girls are talking about Hogsmeade. Let's have a quick look at that, and then we'll carry. It'll allow me then to have a look some more at these sale prices. So this is Hogsmeade. I think we can all agree it looks very pretty. It's just astronomically expensive. I mean, like it hurts to clench, I think, is that painful. So I need to sell some sets to get Hogswart and Hogsmeade. Yeah, well, that's the way to do it, John. If you can just recycle the money back into the collection, there's no harm in that, I guess. David said, Lego has been hinting at more castle sets in 26. Yes, I think with regards to the factions that they've been doing, and Brick Together has recently built the vending machine. Those minifigures that are in there are now available for the torsos. So you can army build the torsos, and you've got all the accessories for those minifigures. And then they've rechanged all of the minifigures that are in the Bricklink set, which is in the new pharmacy set, to the matching minifigures. So it wouldn't surprise me that they are going to be doing another castle. And rumor has it, with what you guys and girls have been telling me, you think it might be another castle for Black Friday. I was hoping Black Friday was going to be a Star Trek slot, but potentially it's not. Nothing like Lego Group giving you something brand new and really expensive on the day that you're supposed to be saving money, eh? But it is what it is. So Sean says, I refuse to pay the price for Hogsmeade. I'll be letting that one pass me by. Yeah, agree. John Branding can probably list stuff for you if you want to send her pictures, or there we go. Yes, you guys carry on. You carry on. Yeah, so it's the way to do it. It's the way to do it with regards to just recycling. Just carrying on with Smiths before we jump over, because it looks like Argos is all points. So let me just scroll it back down to where we were. Shut your eyes just for a second, because we're lower down, aren't we? there's the World Cup. There it is in all of its glory. Right, we got to about here. So the Batmobile, of course, we know that's retiring I think this is halfway through the year. Very, very nice looking thing. That did get close to £100 around Christmas. So potentially it's going to go back into one more sale, and that's it. So we know Mario Kart is one. So Mario Kart's a good saving. 150 down to 120. But I would imagine, what's going to happen is Smiths will sell all this stock and then get Luigi in. So this is what I mean about getting stuff potentially before they do a whole rejig of stock. I don't know anybody that has picked up this Iron Man Mark III yet. I think it looks very, very good, but it's something that I definitely would never collect, that sort of style of thing. C3, so we have seen these. So C3PO was a very good price. Shut your eyes. Here we go. Right, so again, so that we got all the One Piece stuff from this site is obviously much cheaper than the Lego Group. It's £20 off. A lot of I think that's the cheapest the Going Merry's been, and it's been 99 for a long time. I'm glad everybody else has named this correct, and they've called it the football set, not the flipping soccer ball that they had it the other day. Good Lord, what was that all about? So is anybody going to get the ball or is anybody going to get anything World Cup related this year because of obviously all the other sets that might be coming about? I know Shibo was very, very excited to pick up some of those. It just seems to be every time they do anything sporty related, it doesn't seem to do that well, which is a little bit odd because even the Lego City ice skating slope with the rock climbing wall, that went into a sale on this website literally 2 weeks later. I thought it was a really nice set, but I don't know. I don't know. That's so this is how it works then. So this has just come out. This is a January release, and you can see you get a few pounds knocked off. It'll go back up to full price, and then it'll be a bigger discount a little bit further down the line. Give it a month or two, and then you'll be down to sort of 79.99 price point. So if you think this has only been out 29, it's been out 29 days, and you're already getting a couple of quid knocked off. But again, it will work. I would imagine with this, it's actually better getting it from Lego. I would think for this one because it's still new. 60504. 60504. Only on double points though. Single points, I don't think it will be. So let me just I'm just adding it to the basket in the background so I can let you know how much money you would get back. So again, you qualify for the giveaway. It's £10 in points. So at the moment, you get an extra £5 back, but when it goes back to standard, is actually exactly the same. So you either get £5 off or you get £5 back in points. So it just depends if you want to build up your points or not. That's the way of thinking about it. Has this no, I was about to say it has. No, of course it hasn't. So we're lucky because all of the Smart Play stuff is going in. So you do not have to worry about paying those prices at all. So it's fine. This yet is to ever been seen in a sale in the history of mankind, I don't think. I've recently completed a build with main and finished the results are better than the original set, in my opinion. What recently completed with your of course, yes. So Sean, what Sean's done has got the Lego City scale Hogsmeade sets, the smaller ones, not like the UCS scale, and has done an incredible rebrickable. So I've got you sent me the photos, didn't you, Sean? You sent me the photos. I couldn't believe how much nicer it looked, to be fair. Let's have a look. Sean, where are they? I've got a picture of his length. Oh, that's a train. Why did you not send the pictures? Oh, you did. There you go. Hang on. Where are you? You're there. Stop sharing this. There you go. That's a cool rebrickable, isn't it? From one of those. It looks completely different. And that is perfect for the Winter Village stuff. So you can do some nice brickable stuff if need be. So oh, by the way, when I said about Sean's length, it was the Harry Potter length, by the way. I wasn't talking about his schlong or anything, so don't worry. Where are we on that? We need that. There we go. Sean, I've got the little sets. Don't know. Yeah. So what I've just shown you, John, was the redo of that smaller set. Oh, you've got 3-in-1 cat. Oh, so there's some unbelievable 3-in-1. Did anybody get the older 3-in-1 castle from? So did anybody do where you had the medieval one? So you can see now it's really expensive, 179 on Amazon and yada 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 yada. But what you could do with it was nuts. You had variations of stuff that you could do, couldn't you? So you had this was one of the results that you could do. which I thought was I think you needed 3 sets. Oh, 2. Just 2 3-in-1 castles for this. There's a bigger one, actually. You can get a larger one that does all 3. Lego King has done that. Lego King got 3 3-in-1 sets and built up the big castle. So it's worth always checking out Rebrickable, and but the only thing is that don't forget, with Rebrickable, sometimes they do require you to purchase extra sets, so extra pieces. Sorry. So obviously you have to pay the prices of those parts to get them from somewhere. So you've either got to use the Lego website or you have to go on Bricklink and pick some of them up. So you've just got to be a bit. You got to be a bit worried. I can't find them. So the airport I like, and that's already in a sale. Definitely Die Hard screaming that, isn't it? It's a Die Hard looking thing. There we go. John's got 2 Hogsmeade sets, chilling out in his living room. There we go. Ultra Bricks. He is back. Congratulations. How was your American experience at the Lego store? David said that Coast Guard rescue boat that came out looks awesome. Yep, I do like that. I'm forward to the Lego City sets with a Coast Guard helicopter, which I have. Yeah, so depending again where you are around the world, that will be cheaper than that in another 8 weeks, and you'll have quite a lot more money knocked off that. So I think that, let's be honest, and I know Jedi Brickman was saying it at the start. The Lego City stuff this year has been really strong. Like, I like that they've done all the new remolds. I like that they've actually done that, because obviously it's at that scale that we all grew up on, didn't we? So it's one of those that we've all got a soft spot for. I knew you did a Deadpool reference then, but I kept my I've got to try and keep it clean. But you've got obviously things like this, for example, which are just really nice looking things. But then the vehicles, which we covered plenty of times, where they've got the new piece up top where they can get both. You can get easy access to the minifigures and things, just to make it more easy to play with, because apparently that was their focus point for the Lego City range, and it shows because they're selling really well. There we go. Look, so that is now £9 off for the Luna. So I know there's a couple of people that wanted it. We've got Ultra Bricks and Ultra Collector. Oh dear grief! Have I got to really start calling people by their full name? Oh no. Thinking about taking apart my small Harry Potter sets as well, since I'm doing this. Well, what you could do, John, is if you've got just the Harry Potter smaller Hogsmeade sets, if you redid it with the Rebrickable stuff, it would be a perfect scale for your Winter Village display. And I've got a funny feeling that's what Sean is doing. Yes, do, Sean, because the worst looking Winter Village set that they've done, which was the Holiday Street, wasn't it? Let's be honest, it had the tram was nice, but the buildings weren't fantastic. Sean has just done a rebrickable version of that, where it takes both the buildings and makes it as a tram station, and that looks amazing. So yeah, you've got loads of options, John, because you could just take them apart, get them out the way. But going by what obviously what Sean sent me, you could it would scale perfectly with your Winter Village stuff. Obviously, space depending, of course. So we've got Ultra Collector, we've got Bricks Together. This is going to get really complicated now. So we've got 3 names in a row that all have bricks, so I can't even abbreviate them anymore. John is just John, which keeps it nice and simple, so that's all right. And David's David, so that's okay. But remember, last time I said this, somebody changed their name. And they're still stuck because they can't change it back, can they, Sean? So surely you can change it back soon, though, can't you? You're both Ultra Collectors, yeah, that's it. Right, so just quick looking at the poll very, very quickly. We can Ultra Collector, yeah. So what we do very, very quickly, I say very quickly, We're just doing sales stuff. So with regards to before we kick off with that, there's options with Pokemon for the UK. So in the UK, the website that I'm on now, that's why I'm saying it, we have already seen two of these sets. I'm just going to type it in. They are available here. Forget the giveaway at the moment. I know that's going to be the difference. So they're here. Lego. There they are. They've still got the mega in mind. They've still got the mega sets in. 16.99 if you wanted to. They are selling out of these very, very quickly. Oh no, they are still available. So if you wanted to pick up that's why I was very, very surprised that the Lego group did what they did when I knew they were still on the shelf. But you will get both of these at a different price. In 3 months, you're going to get these much, much cheaper. You can also get them from the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center is where they have all of the Pokemon sets. Pokemon? What am I on about? Pokemon. So they have all three of these. Now, when the Pokemon stuff came out, I read the terms and conditions. So the terms and conditions stated, and I did this for America, and I did this for the UK, I did it for the ones in Europe. Each place had a set limit. I don't know, like America had 10,500. No, we had like 10,500 of the pre-order slots with a giveaway. America had a load, everywhere else had a load, yada, 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 yada. On the 27th of February, there we go, see, on the 27th of February, you will more than likely have to stay up till midnight on the 26th of February to be able to get the giveaway, because the giveaway is coming back. But you've got to be quick. You've got to be quick. But they had tens of thousands of these giveaways available, and they've obviously done it for the pre-order, which is the first ever time I think they've done that. So if they have the same, if for anybody that wants it, if they have the same amount of giveaways again in the UK, it was available until about 11 o'clock the following morning, because it went live about two. Yeah, that's I agree with that. Bricks Together as well. I know, I agree with that. They've been out ages, and I've said with regards to like the Pokemon centers and all that kind of stuff, because they're all on Amazon and things. The problem is with Mattel, they've renamed themselves so many times. I don't think people knew what it was all about, because because they were Mega Blocks, weren't they? And now they're flipping. They were something else. They were Mega, then they were Mega Blocks, and now they're Mattel Bricks. So they just haven't been able to get the They haven't been able to get it in there. So Ultra Bricks said, "What did I miss? Did I miss the live buy of the Lion Knight's castle? Is that later? That might be a little bit later on." Right. So Ultra Collector said, "I'm worried I'll miss the 650 Lego set with the giveaway. What does the Lego store? Well, the Lego store will have it. So it just depends on units that they have. I don't actually know what day the 27th is either. I don't know what it is. So with regards to the Creel house, I believe they had 60 giveaways, 60, of the actual giveaway purchase to go with the Creel house. It was like the first 60 people that were there. So if you can get in, I don't know where you've, apologies, Lego Collector, because obviously you're saying $650. So I'm assuming you're either America or Canadian. So if you can get to a Lego store close enough, then obviously you can do. If not, you just have to basically stay up till midnight, because it'll be available. We all know that we've done it. All of us here have done it. I've done plenty of lives, and from 12 to 1 a.m., it's fine. It takes a while to get onto the website, but because it's just this one set and they are limited to one, you should be good. But I also know how many much that giveaway is going for currently. But don't forget, it's not the only thing that Pokemon, the Lego group, are doing not awkwardly with Pokemon, because the hard one, I think, to get, where is it, is this. So this is what you're going to have to be quick on. You've got to redeem it quickly to get this, because that's on the 27th as well. So this little thing just here, because you know full well that the Pokemon collectors that aren't on the Lego website, you can't get this if you don't have enough points. So this thing is going to go for astronomical amount of money. So yeah, I would honestly, you've got two options. You either get to the store really early and just wait, or you just wait till midnight and get it. But this, what's on your screen now, will go rapidly. There will be a queue, and it happens more in America. But what I will do is I will be live when this goes live. So I'll be live on the 26th of February till midnight. So then you guys in the States can see just how chaotic it is, and then you can make up your own decision. But you have got to be quick for this. But you're also only limited to one. So will you get the giveaway purchase badge if you order at midnight, right? Yes. Yeah, you do. Correct. Yes, that's it. Correct. So that's it. So when they were very, very cheeky, Ultra Collector. So for the first time they've ever done a pre-order giveaway. But in the terms and conditions, it did state that the giveaway will be made available again when it goes live on the 27th of February. So I think it's better that they've done it that way, because all the people that have been silly have bought the ones they want on eBay now for no reason, because it's going to be available again on the 27th. Sean would rather, well, to be honest, I actually prefer shaving my own eyeballs, but poke your own eyes out. You could give it a go. That'd be absolutely fine. So John says, I bet you can still get it in the morning. Never seen anything sell out from the Lego. Well, we'll see. It was available until the morning last time. And the Creel House was also available until last time. It goes on back order quickly. With regards to the sets, they do go on back order quickly, but they don't sell out. It just depends on that giveaway. I think that's the key thing, is how many giveaways are they going to remake for it. Yeah, I think Bricks Together's right. I personally, what I would do is stay up till midnight and see if you can order it. And if you miss out for whatever reason, wake up early and get to a Lego store. It's going to be a long day for you, I know, but that would be it. I don't know. Hang on, I don't know. Let me go back to this. If do you have? So the Pokemon Center is a bit like the Harry Potter shop. Right. So as you can see, I don't understand this, but this didn't come with the giveaway. So what people have done is they panicked and they bought it because they thought it was going to sell out. Yeah, so all the Creel houses they did, yep. So all of the giveaways and the Creel houses, they sold out, well, that morning. So in the morning, you couldn't get them. So 1st of January, by 10 past 10 in the morning, it was sold out on the UK Lego website. In fact, it was sold out worldwide. The way to do it is I would do it I'll just do it at midnight. That's what I would do. Do it at midnight. You've got the option, if you wanted to it's a pay in 3 online as well. So if you want to spread the cost, you can. Whereas obviously in store, you've got to buy it full whack. But I would personally do midnight, and I will be here till my time at midnight. But obviously there's a big time difference, because I'm currently 9:30 at night at the moment. So I would not, for like a new release thing, we normally do 4 or 5 hour stream, because what happens is is I check the Australian website, see what's available, and then an hour before our website goes live, the rest of Europe goes live, so you can see what happens in Europe, and then it comes to us, and then it goes to you. But yeah, it'll be about halfway through the day. So with regards to like the Lord of the Rings one, the Dragon, that lasted until about 11 a.m. and then that went on the first day. So it's just while stocks last. But if they give you the same quantity again, you should be good. So if anybody wants to give away for the Krill House, I'm selling one. Plug it, plug it, bricks together. Plug it, plug it, plug it, plug it. Get it done. Let me go back through. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything. Right, hang on. Right, so Ultra says, can we please talk about the release day at the Lego store for the Pokemon sets and the giveaway badge? Yes, we can carry on talking about that. It's not a problem. Well, I think Josh just read what John said. I almost put Hogsmeade in my winter village, but didn't have the space. I don't know. Does Sean? Does it make it? Does it make it smaller when you've built that because it's not two separate base plates? Is it slightly shrunken? But yeah, you got to sort of spread it out. What time did you get in? Ultra Collect said, what time did you get in line? Oh, Royal. There we go. All right, I'll call you Royal. That's fine. Makes my life easier. So I've got to remember that now. So that's fine. So Ultra Brick said, what did I miss? Not too much, but we need to know, Ultra Bricks, what did you get from the Lego store? Did you get yourself a Speed Champions car or anything? Or what did you get? What did you get? I'm just going all the way back through. The insider's gift will go quickly. Will you get the giveaway badge and you order at midnight and don't have enough points? Yeah, so you will get that. That's absolutely fine. Royal's going to be getting that Pokemon Center. Sean's going to poke his eyeballs out. Brixia has nearly $400 in points. That's cracking going, that is. There we go. Ultra Brick said the Krill House giveaway went very quickly. I think the Star Trek shuttle went by late afternoon on day one. It did, and then because it did. That did happen. There was a couple of different things that were sort of available and gone. The only thing is like with hang on, just firing up the one of the websites in the background. Just scrolling down on the Smiths just to carry on so you're not going to go blind. Hang on, just doing it quickly off so it doesn't hurt your eyeballs. Oh, there we go then. So that's a great place to stop. Smiths are also getting the new Schumacher. So that's anybody that wants to save money on that. I know Jay wants that. So you're gonna get that for 60 quid when that goes into a sale. So with regards to certain things, and obviously this is Lego Australia. So the Australian Lego website moment, because they are very, I don't know why, but they are very, very, very lucky. They have got the cake. I know, right? The cake. But they also have, well, they did have, yesterday they had it, the flipping giveaway for the Star Trek. Is it gone? Have they finally not got it anymore? It's on back order. No, it's still there. So you can still get that. So if you wanted to, if you just have to fly over to fly over to Australia, and you can pick it up. So this is still available until the 1st of March for whatever reason. So this still hasn't sold out. So I'm assuming it's not a very popular thing over in Australia. Yeah, we don't have that problem over here, John, do we, with the queues? I mean, I got on straight away, no problem, on the Insider Monday, Black Friday weekend, and that was the craziest the website's been, I think, for a while. And it was all right for us. So Sean's like $1 million for the Krill House giveaway. Other reasons to order just after midnight is the shipping time is drastically improved. That's true. I found if I get what I order in 3 days, it's older. Yeah, it's older than that. Yeah, exactly that. So some of the stuff, if you order it like instantly, it's with you very, very quickly. It just depends how fast you want it as well, obviously. But yes, I'm just teasing myself with this because this is the one that got away. This is the set that got away. What was I doing? Why didn't I get this? I am an absolute grade A plum. but it is what it is, isn't it? So it does seem to be certain sets than others with those kind of things. But that the Pokemon set with the giveaway. I know I'm assuming. I know this is the other thing to think of. Is the giveaway going to be exclusive again only to the big set, or is the Pokemon giveaway going to be across all three sets? Because obviously 500 odd pounds is a very, very high price point for a giveaway. So it would just be interesting to see what they do. Now, Ultra Bricks picked up the last Speed Champions DeLorean in store, asserting the British dominance over the regional American Lego store. So there'd be some poor American child going in there thinking, yes, it said on the Lego website that there was a one left in store, and now some Brit has just walked in there and gone, have it. Well, there you go, Ultra Bricks. You've done us proud. you've done us proud. Right, so carrying on with the stuff that is in the sale at Smith's. Big sale for the Batman Forever. So if you do want the Val Kilmer Batman minifigure, obviously it's a great set to get. This is on the retiring list. Again, we're going to cover that in more detail. The Arc Dragon of Focus is now in the sale. That wasn't the other day. That was 89, because I'm assuming they've got the new Dragon of Life in, which is 89. So there we go, 72. Talking Hat is 89 down to 71. BB-8 is 5% off. So we know that it's better on double points because double points is 10%, isn't it? So double points is 10% off is the easiest way to remember that. You've got the Mech at 90 to 70. The Book Nook, there you go. See, that didn't take long. So you've got nearly £20 knocked off the Book Nook. So even with the Book Nook on double points, it's cheaper to get it from here. Not a problem, but not a problem. You take it out. Yeah. So have a good day. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully you guys have get over there all right with the snow as well. So you better finish up working, yeah. Otherwise, you're never going to get home, and then your good lady is going to end up blaming me because you were listening to me too long and not getting home. So get home safe and sound, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I would imagine. Ultra Collector said I had to buy 5 of those BBF sets so I can build all 3 cars, keep one sealed, and have one to give away. Nice. Got the new Fast and Furious S2000 as well, the Skyline, and just because they are so. I would imagine they're going to be doing one of those cars every year. And I have seen on the list, apparently, that it's going to be the orange Supra next from Fast and Furious as well. Loving all the mech suit sets. I ordered a dozen different ones yesterday. What ones did you order? What, for the Ninjago stuff, or just all of the different like Marvel-y mech suits? So again, the Battle Bus is good saving, 69 from 89. The Bumblebee is 69.79. Again, good saving on that. It's just bizarre though, isn't it? Because you just wouldn't assume that there's something like Star Wars would have such a big saving, but it's 69 from 94. And then all of a sudden it hits a certain price point, people are happy with it, and it just flies off the shelves. But it does seem to be that Smiths have got pretty much every single new Smart Play set. So if you just waited a little bit, you will be good. Yes, there's going to be 4320. Not yet. It's in supposedly, and again, this is all take it with a pinch of salt. Because I like my cars, but in the list there is on wave 2 list for Speed Champions, because you get 2 waves a year. There is a Supra, which means it's either going to be the red one, which it's not going to be. It'll be the orange one, which goes with Dom's Charger, which they've already done. But the question is what minifigure do they do with the Supra? Because they could do the Eclipse as well, which is obviously the green one that he blows up at the start of the film. But then it'll be all Paul Walker minifigures. So what minifigure would it be with that? Because I can imagine it being like Dom's sister, maybe. because they both went for a drive in that, didn't they? Ryan, good evening to you. You can save another $69.99 on that Star Wars set by not buying it. Tell you what, you and John have got the same humor tonight. Yes, just don't pick it up, and you will save a whole $69.99. You can also save $69.99 if you didn't want this backed, but this does look good, but it will be in a sale. So you're going to be looking at, I would imagine that'd be a £50 product by Christmas. If you wanted it, of course. If you don't, you don't. The droid is already at 67 from 79. You've got a head of Darth Vader from 64 to 69. The bikes. So there we go. Look, so if you were umming and ahhing about what it is that you wanted to do with regards to the Ferrari and this, obviously this will get into a slightly bigger sale before it gets kicked off, because we know that the Ferrari is going to probably be taking its place. The KSO, yeah, it's very good. We'll get one on sale. Yeah, it does look nice. It does look nice. Yeah, the big old security droid. So yeah, 67 from 79. So I'm assuming, let's have a look. K2SO. Let's have a look. KS2. KS2O. Let's have a look. Why aren't you popping up? Star Wars droid. Come on. There we go. So if I added this to the basket, obviously it's $79.99. How many points is that going to give you with regards to the price and all that kind of nonsense? So you would get, at the moment, £8 plus the giveaway for this, whereas you're saving a lot more than you're saving a lot more than that from the Smith at the moment. I think it might go into a slightly bigger sale. Hang on. Your inbox, I've been penetrated yet again. Penetration. Oh my days. Look at that. What a thing this is. So this is, let me just show you this very quickly. So this is, Sean has just penetrated my inbox, and it is the rebrickable of the Holiday Street. That looks amazing. And it looks nice on the back as well. That, I think I need that in my life, Sean. I'm not going to lie. I think I need that in my life. So that will have to be added at some point. I just need to find another one of those sets. Well, you did it too late, didn't you? You should have done that at Christmas when they were in a sale, and I could have picked up a secondary one. But no, you didn't, did you? So right off the hand, what I ordered along with the Hot Wheels S2000 brick cars, nice, okay. So that's Mattel bricks, isn't it? You ordered some of those from. So you got the Lightning McQueen Speed Champion, which is very difficult to get hold of as well. No. Oh, Ryan, it has been like that since. That's just like cracks. That's all it is. It's all like cracks inside everything, and the dirty bit is actually the screen protector, which has actually got dirty. So the actual screen itself is absolutely sound. So it just needs another screen protector on, but it's been like that since 2019, I think I've had this. So it's been like it for the last 6 years. So there we go. It just carries on. It just soldiers on is what it does, Ryan. Don't you worry. The screen's clean. It's just wrecked, but the actual glass is fine. So hang on. Right. So yeah, the rebrickable looks quality. Let's have a look. See, let's go back up. Oh yeah. So did you see any of them in store, Ultra Bricks, today or not? So yeah, been penetrated. Save some money on gum by checking under the tables at McDonald's. Oh no, Ryan. Right, let me go all the way back through. Right. I think I've caught up with that. I think I've caught up with that. So at the moment, with regards to the Champions Fast and the Furious, we have had Dom's Charger. Then we had the S2000 from Too Fast and Furious. Then they did the Skyline from that film. So they haven't done it in a very good order because we've had Dom's Charger, which I suppose, depending on how you built the engine up, is from any of the films, but really everybody remembers it from the first film. And then the Supra is 4 years on. That is the iconic side by side drag race. So why they didn't do those two back to back, because both of them would have been on the shelf at the same time. It would have made life a lot easier for people. Your head, everybody, is in Smiths. So if you didn't want to get it on double points now, you can get it in a sale later life. Oh, John, I'm not a throwaway society. That's it. I mean, it works. It's fine. And it's just got a load of air bubbles underneath. I could literally just take that screen protector off and put a brand new one on, and it'd be absolutely fine. It's got a case on the back of it. It's all right. So yeah, it's a 2019 Sony. So yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, see, this is the thing, Ultra Collector. At the time it came out, it was the same price. It's the same price. In fact, it was cheaper. So it was when they were doing Speed Champion cars 4 years ago, you would have been about $5 cheaper, maybe, because there's about £3 difference between then and now. So that's why I was very surprised that they did the second car, because obviously don't forget Dom's was on the shelf, and then the second car that they did was later down the line, and it was from a different film. Whereas they could have literally have done a handful of cars from the first film, and then they could have done all of the cars from the second film on that start line with Paul Walker's Skyline. So they could have easily have released 2 Fast and Furious cars a year for the next 10 years if they wanted to, no problem. But they didn't. So there we go. So now the people that want to do that iconic side-by-side race, they can't, because unless they redo another Charger, and then you might be all right. The only way you can actually get around that, though, is there is another Charger. You just need the figure. What is the Charger? It's a Marvel. It comes in Marvel. I can't remember what it is. 76912 is what we're talking about, isn't it? 76912. This is the first one that came out, and it's just the original. And this is obviously the one that goes with that car. But this now, I've just seen it, is a huge amount of money. Huge. Yep, it is. That's so that scene, you know exactly what car's beside it, don't you? Why did they not do it there and there? I know. Could you imagine? Yeah, they can do all the Tokyo Drift cars if they wanted to. They'll probably get into the RX-7 line and everything else. I'm quite surprised that they are still going so deep in all of the cars now that Mattel is doing all the Hot Wheels line. But I'm guessing they're more movie icons than what they are with this. So, John, I don't know if you want it, but you can now save £10 on your favourite Harry Potter vehicle, 76470. Let me get a good close-up look of that. 76470. This is John's one of the most favourite sets. I mean, where's the photo? What photo did we laugh at? Is it this one? Yeah. That's the Badger. There it is. Just there you go. We'll just let that sink in. The only cool thing about that is the actual owl. I like the owl. That's all I like. So it's already, so in 29 days, you can already get £10 off. So by Christmas, it'll be free. I guess. Going by that rule of thumb. We've got more Technic stuff. So the Senna is also in a sale. So it's just over £10. So they are going to, one of those two are obviously going to be going from Smith soon. And we'll find out tomorrow which one which one retires first. I think the Senna came out. Did the Senna come out first? I think the Senna came out first. So I'm assuming that will be retiring first. So this is the game now to be played. The Ferrari is going to take this over. Can you get this cheaper anywhere else? If not, you either get it here or you wait for it to go on double points later on with the Lego group, or you miss out on it because they all of a sudden start to sell quickly, don't they? So let me go back through. Let's have a look. John's like, nah. Yeah, John's like, nah. I don't know, DJI, for the Star Wars stuff. It'd be interesting to see what stuff they actually end up doing. Ultra Collector says, I like those, but I wish they were CMF instead of BrickHeads. Yeah, I don't know why they're like that, to be fair. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Ultra Collector said Up House sets have been marked down 27 to 37 since November. It retired, yeah. So I don't know what it was with that Up House. I think people just weren't happy there wasn't enough balloons or something. I don't know. I don't know if people just thought it was too expensive when it came out or whatnot. Again, look at the saving on that. 74 down to 53. That's a big old saving on that. And again, those characters that comes with it, I guess it's because it's not, I mean, it's the end of the show as such, the end of that series. So you 4 One Piece sets left. The BrickHeads, oh god, that one's gone. And yeah, they both sold out. They both were retired. So I did warn people that these were going earlier, and 1 or 2 people that I know that collect BrickHeads, I don't think picked them up. So hopefully they're not going to be panicking tomorrow when they see that they're not even on the list. So yeah, it's like a little arcadey type thing. This building's huge. Just get different variations of the minifigures within. So it's just more of a little sort of play type set because it's designed to explode just like that. You do get completely different outfits on these, and he's a cool character as well. But yeah, you got the long arm. But yeah, it's a big old saving. So yeah, if you're willing to wait, you can get massive things. Which one, Ultra Collector? And I'll have a look for you. Yeah, I reckon, John, they're going to do they might do a UCS scale version of that, because that's what they tend to do, don't they? They tend to do, because they did that with the burrow. They made 2 small burrows, and then they did a bigger one. I suppose though, if you can get the Lunar House much cheaper, and you could just modify it so you're happy with it, then there's potential. Oh, what the One Piece one? You are looking at. So you got five figures, because obviously that's something else you've got to take into consideration. So you get 5 figures with it. It's 926. Mix and match of elements, obviously, as you can see. But you've got like this one. So out the One Piece series, all of these they're all different torsos in this set. So every one is different. So which is quite cool for the One Piece stuff. But of course, I don't think it's worth the 74. Oh, hang on, sorry. This is what I was talking about. So all of these are in different outfits. So you don't get this in any of the other sets, I don't believe. But I don't think it's worth 74. But it's not bad at 53. But again, the age demographic is 9+, isn't it? I think that, I think actually, thinking about it, that Luna is at a younger age demographic as well, isn't it? Oh no, 10. They've done it as a 10. They just left it open at the back. I thought it was an 8. I thought it was an 8+ on that one. So this is the one that John's talking about. So open at the back. But I guess it's for playability, isn't it? That's the thing. But then with the Diagon Alley, even like the UCS version that they left it open back, so it seems to be a thing with Harry Potter. They leave a lot of the back open. The Burrow, on the other hand, that the wiggly one, that's a really clever set. That's because you build everything wrong, and it gives you that effect. Yeah, that's it exactly. So it's to a lower price, absolutely. So yeah, 53 is not bad, but it's the characters it comes with as well. So because sometimes, obviously, you only get like 1 or 2 minifigures with a set that big, and then you think, well, actually, that's where they're pulling it away. But yeah, it's 926 for the pieces. Yeah, so 926 pieces. I think that said. But yeah, with the one piece stuff, the saving of the day at the moment is this. This is the biggest saving. So this thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 this thing. And I know a few of you have got it. I know you've all said it's a really nice build. It looks great at the back and whatever else. But again, going over to our friends at John Lewis, Lego Ets, are you going to give me that? I attempted, didn't I? High to low. So don't forget, the Razor Quest is still available, everybody, if you want to actually get that, as is the Lighthouse. There it is, 209. So you can get that for 209 and save £60 this weekend. It's not going to be cheap. I wouldn't imagine it'd be cheaper than that. This set's got more than that. This set's 3,400 for that. But again, it's got a huge amount of minifigures though. So it's they've been kind. They haven't done a Star Wars. They've been kind, which is nice. So yeah, they've given you figures with it, and it does look really nice. It does look nice. So I think it'd just be a nice build. It just looks it does look big. I know 1 or 2 of you have said it's very, very good. And I'm sorry, I've only seen the Netflix show, and I like this in the show. So, but I don't own it. I don't have any of the One Piece stuff. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But clearly, it's much, much cheaper getting it from John Lewis Smiths in the UK than it is from the Lego website this weekend. So again, big savings to be had depending on where you get your bits and pieces from. It's wrong, John, is it? Okay. See, I don't know. So that would annoy the bejesus out of me as well. So because I'm really particular with that with certain things. So if I see something and I'm like, wait, it's just not like that, so I'm not going to get it. I just don't, because it's just completely off. So yeah, if the floor's all wrong, then yeah, don't worry about it. It's the same as this off by a stud. So yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. So if you find me on one off by a stud, just add me and I'll message you straight back. So Ryan says, I don't know who is out with Kevin and yeah. So has anybody actually got the Kevin and Doug? Because I think Kevin and Doug, Ryan, as far as I'm aware, is from Up, and they're just large sets, which is a weird thing. Yes, true. It was fully enclosed. I'm just going all the way back up. So John says even the older Burrow was at least complete set. It was all shut. It was all shut round, and of course it matches, because obviously with the UCS version of the Burrow, you can have the pig farm at the front or the side, depending on what film it is they visit, which I thought was a clever touch. John, with you on that one. Not first with the Love Good House. There we go. Imagine collecting brickheads. It's like people who knit jumpers out of dog hair. You have a way with words. Oh, Yeah, so Ultra Brick says, I don't know the show, but looks a fun set. Yeah, so if you got Netflix, I didn't think I was going to like it. It's a 6 or an 8-part thing on Netflix. It's very different, and it's the cast. The cast is very, very good, and the sets, to be fair, are good. But because they are so good, I wonder how bad the second round of sets are going to be, because more than likely they will not try as hard or something. There's always something, isn't there, with the second lot that comes out. So the little jumpsuit Groot is down from 54 to 49. So there's your Up House, 47. That has changed price so many times. It's ridiculous how many times that thing's changed. Yeah, so you send the pictures away, Ultra Collector. Not a problem at all. So which set haven't you seen on? Which haven't you seen on sale yet? The One Piece. And yeah, have you found me on Instagram? Hang on. Let me just scroll down a few more. So it didn't take long for the Star Wars sign to go in sale either, did it? Where are we? Yeah, it didn't take long for that to go in. Yeah, so from what I can gather, for like your sales over in the States, it's Amazon or nothing really. Whereas we are spoiled. See, no, the One Piece sat on shelves though. Don't know if it's moving now. Yeah, I don't know. Ultra Bricks, to be honest, I don't know if they just made loads of them. It is a bit concerning. Not concerning to that degree, but it's concerning that they're always in big. And at the same time, the show wasn't that well advertised on Netflix. So maybe, this always happens when the second series comes out and people start talking about it, these sets then suddenly start to get sold out, and then the price starts to rise, don't they? So the float, it has intrigued me, and I think I could do something pretty cool with this. I think what I might be able to do is put basically all different pirate factions in it, because it is a floating restaurant in the middle of the ocean where all the boats go up to it. So I could use it potentially for different bits and bobs. I do like the show, and I do like the Going Merry, but I think it's just going to take up too much space, and then it starts adding up more money, and it's not Ninjago related, is it? So there we go. So it's what it is. You got the Pixar lamp if you're interested, from 59 down to 47. Again, more Star Wars sets in sale, 46 from 59. The corridor, that has been out ages, and it has been all the way down to 37. Now it's back up to 45. So now these are getting into good price. I say good prices. These are now getting into the prices where they probably won't get any cheaper. So the Arc Starfighter, not really going to be more than £15 off, I wouldn't imagine. So Ultra said, well, Ultra Bricks said, I managed to get the Star Wars logo for 36 because Argos smashed my box, so gave you a discount. Cheeky buggers. That's not very nice of them, is it? Yeah, so from the UK to get it is your time to get it now. That's it. You got a John Cena. Your time is now. So it's 59.44. We've got an intruder. They've launched in a Mattel Hot Wheels vehicle. Ooh, I'm sure. So, because that's the larger scale one, isn't it? But it's not like they're a completely different scale, completely different price point, completely different everything. So they're not in direct competition as such. But then the They do kind of do a Speed Champions range though as well, don't they now? So it'll be interesting how amazing they look. Game Boy is 12% off. So that's dropped again to 43. So I wonder what price that will go down until it then hits rock bottom. The Fortnite stuff is still lingering around from 54 to 42. Again, more Mattel stuff for 42. The Technic set is 41. Flowers are 40. We've got another Build It from the Titanic. There you go. You should have got that one, Brian, for $49.99. You'd have built that a lot quicker. Yeah, I mean the hallway on the box for that, you could get 2 of them, couldn't you? What was that one called? Where was that? Sorry, what's your eyes? What's your eyes? What's your eyes? I know, there it is. 75387. So what you had to do with this one, I'm sure everybody knows this already, is a retired product, may I add. But it's still available. You could double length the corridor because that's why the pins were there. So if you built it the opposite way around, you could actually make it longer. But there was something that you had to do. You had to do something different at the opposite end. So they left it there on purpose to be modular because you had those pins. So they knew what they were doing, but then it becomes quite expensive because if you wanted a longer diorama, it would work well, but it adds up quickly. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, that one, with regards to that kind of thing. You got 16% off, so down to £45 for the pink roses. Again, more of the play stuff, more of the Ninjago stuff. Has anybody got any? I'm thinking of that flipping floating restaurant now. Mark, welcome back. Hopefully your Nintendo was good. Can anybody think of what I can actually do with the one-piece floating restaurant? Can anybody think where it could actually go? I just don't know. I just don't know where I could add it into. What section? I don't know. It doesn't really go with Ninjago, but I do actually like the set. It's a piratey thing, so it could be where I could just put the ninja in it and have the pirates around it with the bounty parked up to it. To be honest. Ryan has already retracted a message. That must have been filthy. Some fun figs in there. Got a couple of Dark Trooper hallway. Yeah, I got the Dark Trooper ones. I got one of them. So yeah, they are nice sets. But Paul, you had to get a couple of them to have a double ender, didn't you, on the hallway? So there's your NXS. So there we're back down. Shut your eyes, shut your eyes, shut your eyes, shut your eyes, shut your eyes. There we go. See this now, this is where it gets silly because this hasn't been out that long. And 37 for that, with of course the Fantastic Four minifigures and a Tor Galactus. That's a nice gift. So you could if you probably maximum for a Christmas present price for somebody. But it's in that price range. It's 50 quid. It's a hell of a lot more. It's a hell of a lot more money. Ultra Bricks is Lion Knight, Razor Quest, One Piece Restaurant. Well, what could I do with the One Piece Restaurant though? Sean said, "Can go on the shelf in the store." Which one? I'm lost. Which one? There we go. Right. Oh, so it might work then. I just didn't know if I could put it close to the sushi restaurant, have like a floating restaurant and my Bricklink sushi restaurant. It's a push. It's a push, but I think it kind of might work with Ninjago. But I'd have to decorate it with. I think it could. It's the same sort of color scheme. I'm clutching at straws. I do understand that, but I think it kind of would it? What do you think? What do you think? So Ryan's now selling me the dream because, yeah, I think it might. Because I would just have the ninja at the front and just the One Piece characters around it, I think. Sean, not a fan of this, Em. I think that's what that means. Sean says it can go on the shelf. I'm assuming that's what it means. Trying to decipher some of everybody's messages as they come through. Right, you guys let me know about the floating restaurant, and I will carry on tucking into these sets. Yes, yeah, so the cement mix is still full price. Obviously, this is available. 34. That looks nice for 34. I think, to be honest, the biggest saving of the weekend so far is actually the floating restaurant. I don't think I've seen another. The Technic has had more money knocked off, but for an actual Lego set, I don't think we've seen anything at the £60 price point. So I don't know. The herbology class. Let's go back up. Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. I'll do it slowly. I'll be nice. I'll do it slowly. The herb. Well, it's got to be slightly more than 24 by the rule of thumb because it should be getting cheaper as we go down. It's more expensive as we go up. We've got a US Navy battleship. Jurassic World. You've got the pack from 34 to 26. Still going, still going, still going, still going. Where the hell was that? There, 36 it's gone down to. So what's that? 76445. 76445, right. There we go. This I actually like. I do like this. I think it's a nice detailed looking set, to be fair, because I think this is the one that shuts, isn't it? And it's an actual greenhouse. Because you've got all the weird characters. Oh, there they are. Yeah, you've got the weird carrot things that are there. Oh, I've been penetrated with a floater. Oh my days, it's exactly the same. Oh dear. Right, hang on. I'll just share this with everybody quickly. So the floater that we're talking about is this just here. So this is, well, hang on, wrong tab. This thing is what I've just been sent by Ryan. And there's the floater, which is the One Piece floating restaurant. It's going to work then in Ninjago, isn't it? It's going to work perfectly fine. Fantastic. Right, that is these things, and I'll catch up with the chat quickly. There we go. So the it's $36.99 for the herbology. It's gone down from 44 to 36. Yeah, sorry, I went too quick on that. I was trying to find out where I actually was, and I realised I was actually already in the right place. So for your, I'm lost now. I don't know what Sean's going on about. I paid £30 for that Ninjago mech. That's $24. Nice. There we go. So I got floater on that. Let's catch back up there from the chat while you guys are just looking at that amazing picture. Always look at the figure and piece count when compared to prices. Yeah, that's it. I know. Yeah, you can work it out as a basic rule of thumb. Well, the thing is like the quick thing to look at is, of course, the two new F1 cars. There's a £10 price difference, but not that much in piece difference. But they are different lengths, so then you've got different parts usage as well. But it might have a £10 increase, so it might be £10 more expensive. That's the quickest and easiest way of looking at it, because you can just look at previous stuff. Oh, you're talking about the wheel. Oh, that's what for my information. Oh, that's what it was. I thought you were talking about the set. So the other thing. Oh, there we go. You got teeth, and you've got this one as well. So both of those look good. You've got the frog. You've got the no idea. Is that the protection they put on their eyes to squirt over the plants? Is that the scene from this? I think that's the scene from this. It wasn't quite. Oh, apparently, yeah. Apparently, has anybody else seen this? DJI? Has anybody else seen something called Minister Turth? Turth? Yeah, it's yeah. It was a bit of a. It was a. From what I can gather, it was a bit of a mistake, and I don't know the channel, and I don't know the person at all. But I would imagine they got into a lot of trouble, which isn't very nice. So yeah, mistakes happen. Mistakes do happen. But yeah, so the set that we're looking at the moment is in a big sale. Just doing this for Sean quickly because this is, by the sounds of it, on Sean's list, because you're all in, aren't you, on the Potter? This does look nice. Oh, it's earmuffs. I thought it was stuff that goes over their eyes. The hell is that around his neck? I don't know what that is, but I do like it closed. It does look nice shut. And it does look nice open as a length. So at least you got a nice, at least you got a pretty backside, because sometimes when they're open, they look awful from the other end. So that looks quite effective. Yeah, golden scissors as well. So there you go, Sean. You can add that to your list because it's $36.99 if you want that one. And then the twin pack of the cars for the two Lambos, that is down to 35 from 44. The new Marvel subway train is 35 to 44, and Dancing Groot is 35 from 99. I now can't stop thinking about this, which is really annoying. Let me move back over to the chat. DJ, yes, there is. I think we're hang on. A huge set. Jane, hello. How are we? We have been looking at sale stuff to double points stuff in anticipation for the FOMO Friday live stream tomorrow. So if you are bored, tomorrow evening, me and Jay are going to be covering all of the sets that are going to be retiring early this year and then moving on. And there's lots of Harry Potter stuff. I don't think Lord of the Rings is on the chopping block as of yet. But you never know, it might change. And we've had some huge savings on these. We're now at the stuff that is just full price. No, we're still in the sale price. So 44 to 33, 44 to 33 for this. Have you? Sean hasn't been hit in the face with a popcorn yet. Yeah, we will tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing. The main things that we're going to focus on first will be. I would imagine we're going to have to cover Harry Potter for Jay, Star Wars for Jay. We'll do Marvel and DC for both of us. I am definitely going to be doing Ninjago, and we'll be looking at the Lego City stuff as well. So it'll be a few. Mark says, remember I told you that I'm getting from the Lego store next month? Yeah, I actually got Oh, another Lego set in mind. It's a Lego Marvel set. Well, what set is it, Mark? What set are you thinking of getting? Let us know. Let us know, and I'll pop it up on the Lego website. If you just type in the number in the chat, Mark, I can then just go over to the Lego website and I can type it in so everybody else can see what you're thinking of getting. Because Mark in the last live stream was unsure about one of the Ninjago sets. So there's Pikachu. So they got both variations still on this website from Mega. And of course, you can pre-order the new Pikachu as well. So they will have 3 different scale Pikachus all in store at the same time. 44 to 32 for the Star Wars Snowspeeder, 34 to 32 and 34 to 31 for all the other bits and pieces. Not the Star Wars stuff seems to have about 10 to 15 pounds off at the moment, which isn't too bad. So yeah, it's not too bad at all. Yes, Jane, you need to. The best one I said. If you just wanted one representation, you just need to get the stand with all the figures on, and then you could just put that on your shelf, because that is the 15th anniversary from everybody from Series 1, and that's the one that sold out in like 20 minutes, and it's still unavailable at the moment. You can get it from Smiths, or you can get it from the Lego group when it comes back in. You've got plenty of time to do it, but it's not a very big set. It's a nice build, and it's got nice minifigures in it. And yeah, you could, if you wanted to, you could do that for a good price point as well. It's probably one of the better value sets that the Lego group have done this year with regards to just what they give you. So the train, again, there's another tenner off another Disney set. Very unusual that there's so many Disney, this amount of money saved. Normally it's the Lego City stuff that is 10, 15, 20 pound off. So it's 16% off the 3-in-1 Shark. So of course, don't forget, actually, we can't forget this, can we? Let me just double check Willy for a second. Is Wonka on ×4 points yet or not? No, Wonka's still on ×2, but what about the fish tank? Didn't even think of that, did I? So no, the Tropical Aquarium on ×2 points, but something like the Shark could make things a little bit spicy, and you could actually add that to the tank. The other bits and pieces now are, obviously, we've got all the new Ninjago mechs. A lot of this is the new Lego City things, so you might get a couple of pounds off because we are only 29 days into the month. The Batman stuff is pre-order, so none of them are out yet. Now we're getting into the Duplo. Now, here we go, more Speed Champions. They're not in a sale yet. They are available, though. Potentially, you have to click on them to see. But if I do that, I go back and it takes me a completely different way. That's why I'm not clicking on them. Yes, they are. The Australian prices are disgusting, and that is putting it politely. The Australian prices are outrageous. So, yeah, it's rough. It is rough how much they cost. And the amazing thing is, I'm assuming, with Melbourne, you have the largest Lego store in the world, but you still pay the most amount of money. The charge is more for packing them upside down for shipping. We've got to put them in the box the other way. Mark has said let's have a look, Mark. So 76343. Okay, 76343. So Mark is, hang on. So Lego 76. Let me make sure I've typed that right. 76343. Right. 76343. What is it? Oh, the superhero one. 76343. Yeah, that's a nice. 76343. So that is the Epic Hulk. So this will $44.99, obviously at the moment at the Lego Group, but everywhere else in the UK, it'll be much cheaper very, very quickly. So you'll probably pick this up for about 32. But of course, if you can get it from the Lego store and whatever else, then you've got options there, Mark. Whatever sort of you can do. I saw something about Friends. Who wanted to know about the Friends? It's because it's brand new, Jane. It's massive. It's got a ton of pieces and a ton of minifigures. I think that's the easiest way. It's huge, huge. Oh, I know. It's tough, isn't it? That's the thing. I don't know what the Australian dollar's doing though, as well, because I don't know how strong the dollar is. Because I think that's why you pay so much, because your Australian dollar isn't great. Because if I remember rightly, what was it the other year? And it was like 900 Australian dollars, and it was something like 350 pounds or something. It's like, let's go through. Let me go through. So Ultra Collector, yeah, let's know which one it is. What friend set is it? And I can have a look, because were you looking at the Friends on the right, or was it on the Lego website? Because I haven't. The closest one was this, so that was the Lego Friends birthday party treehouse. What's that? 42666. So 42666. Good number. 42663. So it's this one. So this is what it looks like. The colours from the Friends sets are amazing. It's just that I don't care for the dolls, but I love all the animals you get. I mean, look at that. You have got 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat, 4 cats, 5 cats, cat's birthday party. What a gorgeous set that is. Oh, it is actually a cat's birthday party. Oh dear. I might have to have that as a representation in my theme park then. That's brilliant. Oh, thank you very much for me looking at that. I've currently got 2 cats snoring beside me, but I'm assuming that's the one that you want. So Jane says, I'm always attracted to the expensive larger sets. Well, this is 4 base plates long, Jane. 4 the TV set. Oh, I've looked at the wrong set. The TV set. What's the SKU number, Sean? Did you see it? Because I don't know which way I'm going now. Lego TV. Let me get you back over. TV. What would that be? Lego TV. Oh. What's going on with that? The Lego website's not working properly. Try it again. TV. It did not like that. It didn't like me typing in Lego TV in the thing for whatever reason. I need the number. I don't know what that is. So I need your assistance with that. So Sean says, can pick up Central Perk for a 90. Nice. I can only choose one set, the Ninjago set or Lego Marvel. The Friends apartment set is going anywhere from 250 to 300. Last year, the Turbo Tank, was 260 US bucks. Didn't bother to buy it. So brought Well, the Turbo Tank, nobody got, did they? I don't think anybody wanted the Turbo Tank. Yeah. So Mark's. When do you have to make your decision, Mark? Because we can have a look. We can keep looking at it over the next couple of live streams. 10292 from Sean. Right, 10292. 10292. Oh, the Friends apartment. Sorry. Are you actually talking about this? I was typing in. I thought you meant Lego, like the actual Lego Friends, not the Friends. Yeah, so they've got a couple of them, haven't they? So you've got this studio. You've got 2 studios that you can put together. Don't forget, you can actually mock these as an actual building as well, if you wanted to. So yeah, you've got the apartments and Perk, which is what you guys are talking about. There we go. No Friends TV show. Yeah, okay, there we go. Friends apartment set. We're there, Ultra Collector. We got there. I think we might be delayed with it coming through, so it's fine. It's on the screen. I'll let you look at it. Again, good minifigure selection on it. It's quite big. because it doesn't really give it justice of where the street lamp, the actual stage lights are. So it's also got both apartments and the corridor in the middle. That's a better understanding of how big the thing is, because that's 8 studs per plate. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 32 by 32. No, that's 32. That one's smaller because that's a 16. That's an 8. Then we've got 4, 4, and a bit in the middle. So yeah, it takes up some size. I've seen it in person. It does take some size. I missed DG's question. Hang on, I'm going up. Where is your question, DJ? Hang on. Oh, what do you think, Matt? Oh, there we go. Should I get the Pikachu from Mega? Is it a good deal? To be fair, yes. But it also depends on what scale you want, because the Mega do 4 different Pikachus. So just be careful which one you go for. So because they do the Pikachu tiny thing, they do the Pikachu large, which is the same. I think that's the same scale as what Lego's doing. Then they do the one on the machine, which is something completely different again. And then they did Pikachu and Ash. So if you wanted Pikachu and Ash, that would be another thing to look at. It's something completely different, right? I think I've caught up with everybody. So let me carry on going back down. £433 from Amazon at the Lego store. But what do you think I should get? I'm just asking. Out the two, because it was Thunderfang, wasn't it, that you wanted? Personally, I think Thunderfang. I think the Ninjago Thunderfang would be more impressive. I think. But I think it's more expensive. So, yeah, but I would say Thunderfang just because it would be more impressive on the shelf. But the Marvel stuff is nice. But yes, this is very expensive now. They did a few of these, didn't they? They are, yeah, they look nice. They look okay. But I'm not a TV show fan like this, so I don't. None of these bother me whatsoever. So I don't get any of these references. I don't know what's going on, but you know when they think it's going to be a popular set because it has 34 photos. So that it's going to be a big thing. So yeah, because they did it with the Ninjago stuff, that was like 40, 50 photos and all that kind of thing. Oh, you already got the Thunderfang. So which is the Ninjago one you wanted then, Mark? I'm getting all mixed up. Give us a SKU number for the Ninjago. It was the Ryu, wasn't it? Sorry. I would say then probably maybe the Marvel. Ooh, actually, that's close. They're both the same scale. If you've already got Thunderfang, Ryu would go well with Thunderfang. Set, which is another dragon, you could have all the characters battling each other. But I don't know if you've got any other Marvel stuff. So if you've got other Marvel stuff that one could go with, then yes, potentially. The friend sets all together are one of your grails. Oh, Ultra Collector. Ah, filthy. There is a Seinfeld one. There's quite a few of them actually. Because there's a few there's a few Lego Ideas ones, isn't there? Other ones. Hang on. With that for another couple of seconds. The more I'm looking at that, the more I'm like, yeah, I can see that as a Ninjago thing. The more I think of that now, right? So you have got it's under the Lego Icons banner. Is it loading? But it's the stuff that's retired. So I've got to find it. I find it a different way. Yeah, because we were looking at them before because they were under the Lego Ideas banner. You had the American sitcoms as well, didn't you? Because they did The Office. There was another one, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that John really liked. Because it was in our top best. It's like it was in one of our polls. Well, if you don't do displays, that Marvel set is an actual. It's a display, isn't it? That Marvel thing. That's what it's meant for. So it depends on if you want it just on your shelf as a display. Then, if you don't do displays, then I'd say Ryu because then you can play around with it and have them battling. I would say personally, I'd go for the Ryu over the Marvel set because the Marvel set is just a display piece with the two figures on there. But if you think you're getting the Marvel set, then go for the Marvel set. But the Marvel set's more of a. I think the Marvel set's a bit more of a display, but you get what works for you. Seinfeld. I'll find that. Yes, so you got Seinfeld is this one, and it as well, wasn't it? Big Bang Theory. That was the other one. So they've done multiple ones of these over the years, multiple ones of them, and it's weird that they were under because this is an Ideas one. Look, so this is another Ideas product. If you love playing with them, I would say the Ninjago personally, but you could use the characters from the Marvel. But it's completely up to you. Completely up to you. So with regards to Australia, if Films Melbourne's still about, can you actually justify buying anything at the moment, or is everything just too expensive? It's tough, isn't it? It's tough with that kind of thing. Just want to check something quick. 6, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, you could build up the Hulkbuster and have him flying around. It's just that you're going to lose a lot of pieces on the stand. That's all, because it is a display bit. Because Hulkbuster has a prong up his backside to hold him on. But yeah, whatever works for you, Mark. I think you're not going to go wrong with it. You're not going to go wrong with it. So as long as you enjoy playing with it, that's all that matters. So there's your Seinfeld fortune now. That'll be a lot of money now. And there was because we saw it, didn't we? It was a Big Bang. It was a Big Bang. Yeah. So we're going old school now with these, and this is one of the older idea sets. Look, because we're all the way at idea number 10, so we're going all the way back to the beginning for this one. They could redo that. They could easily redo this if they ever did like an anniversary set, maybe, because they could make it like the Friend scale if they wanted to. But it's not. It's definitely not for me. I would pass up on that. I would think you'd have to sell a kidney, Sean. I would imagine. No, DJI, I have not. I don't. I never. When I was younger, I never had time to watch anything like that, and I still don't to this day. To be honest, I don't watch much telly at all. I'm not into sitcoms or anything like that. Just having a. All right, we'll just carry on. There's just so many different websites because sales on. We could just do this randomly again one night in the week, and well, next week, and just see what else is in a sale from a different website because there's so much stuff. We haven't even got all the way through Smiths because Smiths themselves, they've got so much. Here, look, we're only at the F1 cars. It's amazing actually how much stock they do have, but they're already in a sale by £1. Some nice Friends sets on there. You got the Minecraft. You got some more of the Hot Wheel cars that have been thrown in there as well. But the price though is they're about the same, aren't they? It's just I mean, it's they are there or thereabouts the same, but I just don't know what scale these are. Because you get a small Hot Wheels car, like ish car with it, don't you? I'm assuming it is there or thereabouts the same scale, but they've got the license for all of them. So yeah, I don't know. But it's weird because, again, depending on what experience that you want from them, you get more pieces with this one than you do with this one. But I think you've got interchangeable bits on this, so it's different because you've got the interchangeable wheels. See, you've got the different alloys and stuff, so you can put literally different rims on it if you wanted to. So I guess it swings and roundabouts. Do you just want more pieces to put together? This just looks like it's a very big. This whole top looks like it's just like one bigger piece. So you're not really building the bits up. It's almost like a jigsaw puzzle with larger pieces. That's probably the easiest way of thinking about it, isn't it? It's like, do you just want something that's bigger bits, or do you want something that's smaller bits? But the price is the same, so it doesn't really matter. So it's just whatever it is that you prefer and whatever looks better on the shelf. But Hot Wheels, we know it's a deep line. They've only just started doing them. I think, to be honest, these will go potentially have a lot of money of value if you didn't open up the box, because obviously the Hot Wheel collectors go mental for mint in box cars, don't they? Right, so the Ferrari is down to 19.99, the Haas is down to 19.99, and the One Piece is down to 20 quid as well. So we're down to the £20 mark so they do get back down to £20 eventually. It just takes a while. Not a problem, Mark. You take care. Well, there we go then, Mark. So you can get the best of both worlds. If you get whatever you think you want to get, as long as you enjoy yourself, it doesn't matter, does it? Everybody that's taken part in the poll so far, thank you very much indeed. Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. We'll carry on for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll start to wrap things up. So we will stop at about another 6 minutes, and when we'll start to wrap things up. So I need to know from you, what diorama display can I make with the Ninjago characters? Can I make anything with this or not? Do I need to just forget about it, or can I do something with it? And if I can do something with it, where can it go? So type your ideas in. I tell you what, I said at the start of the year, I would like the ratio of half the likes to the polls. And tonight, for the first time, we are 20 to 11. So that's not too bad. So we are doing a thing, which is good. Right. So we are getting through these. Again, a lot more Hot Wheel stuff. So the MC20, the Maserati, that is down on this bit, just on there. So you got your other diorama piece, the Sandman versus Venom. Back to the Too Fast Too Furious car is still available. It's only $18.99. Don't know if it's available in all the stores though. So if there's anybody that needs to get the Fast and Furious Skyline before it goes, you've got to get it done. You've got to get it done. Brown Dollops floater display. I'm indifferent to the one-piece sets, to be honest. Fair enough, because I don't know what to do with it. So So the I'm on Smiths in the UK, but if you go on the Mattel website, Mattel Bricks, all of the sets are on there, so you can see all the scales on there. So Mattel Brick Shop is what the Mattel Brick Shop is what you need to go on. It's under Mattel Creations banner, and it's this. So there's all your Hot Wheel bits. But again, they are packed of stickers, as you can tell. So it is just a thing that they have to do on the cars. And you know that with the Speed Champion stuff. But they've got the 3 scales. So these are the 3 scales that they do. You've got like your really big ones, and then you've got a middle scale, and then you've got the smaller scale. And you can see that they've got some of them have obviously these are the more expensive sets. They've got great detail in them, but you can see you've got Speed Series, Elite, and Premium is what they're classing it as now. So 132, 116th, or 112th. I think isn't the 112th the UCS Batmobile size, isn't it? I think that's the 112th scale. Oh yeah, they're nice. They're nice. You can't with Hot Wheel stuff. I've got a soft spot for Hot Wheels. You can't go wrong with them at all. But yeah, you've just got it's just you can see that these two are different scale to these two just because of the price. But the problem is that they just look the same, don't they? Because they're both 10 pluses, but this set here is 280 pieces, but then we're getting up to the 800 pace mark. So yeah, you can have more detail if you want to, as you can see. But this scale, the Speed Series, is obviously to go in a city, and these two would just be for shelf. I think that's the way to think about it. But they look really smart. Because when Mattel Brick Shop opened up, I thought, oh, I wonder what it is they're actually going to be doing. But don't forget, Mattel is also the one that's got the DC license now. So what's going to happen in the future? So Sean says the best thing to do with it is flush it down. I could put that right outside the Willy Wonka factory, couldn't I? Just going to give you a quick show and tell of the floating turd is now what it's been described as. So you have got a full bar at the bottom. You have the full staircase on the inside. You have got all the dining area. You have got the kitchen preparation area. And then you have got all of the crystals and all the other little bits and pieces at the back. Very, very skinny. Very, very long. There's your crew. There's your mouth. Yeah, all the minifigures. Yeah, it looks big like that. I mean, because I know I do it by a monster can, but whatever this thing is here, I know the scale of that, obviously, and I know how tall this is, so I can see how tall. Why do they do that with those? I don't never understand why they don't give you a reference to something that's in your own house. How big is this actual? How big are you? You're just under a base plate and a half by a base plate tall. There we go. There we go. Right, back to the Big Bang, which then goes back to Smiths. So we're into the last few bits now. So the Botanical Collection is a little bit cheaper. The Minecraft is in a sale, and that's what I found very bizarre is Minecraft sold out on the Lego website. So something must have gone, but it was fully stocked at Smiths. But everything else that sold out on the Lego website or went on back order on the Lego website, like the DeLorean and the Lightning McQueen, also went from Smiths. So something obviously was wrong with the Minecraft launch. Yeah, so the reason, yeah, there we go. Now look, see, yeah, that's it. Now you know it. I would say the only problem is with Mattel's marketing. It's never clear. It's never clear with the stuff that they do. So they've always had this. They've always had this problem until because you skip that bit and then you'd look at their pieces like we were just looking at down there, and you just assume that it's the same thing. But obviously, you would until you see it by the box. But yeah, the piece count is much higher. So yeah, it's 858 for this one rather than 289 for this one. So this is what is this? This would be the scale of the Lego Creator Aston Martin car. I'm assuming. You guys know what I'm talking about? Is it the Lego? Hang on. Is that going to be on here? Is the mini going to be on? It is. So I have a feeling it's going to be like this scale is what they've done. And if you didn't realize he's a Mini Cooper, they did. But I think that's what it's going to be. Anyone have an idea of waiting times for PAB order? Anywhere between 3 weeks and 2 months. But the PAB comes from Poland. So as long as there was no waiting list when you picked yours, you might get it in the next fortnight. It does take a while because I've ordered stuff in the past. So I always give myself a month. So what I would do is when I was doing like the live stream placements with everybody on Instagram, everybody would pick what they wanted. I'd order all the tiles and then move on to the next section, give myself a month's worth of content, and then go back to it when it arrived. Yeah, because some poor person has to pick all of your pieces individually and then go from there. So you might be lucky. You might have 2 weeks. It might be 2 weeks, but I think it's Poland. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But I think that mini is the same scale as this truck because that's the, and then the ultra, the big green, the big premium one. Sorry, so it's the 1/12th is the UCS Batman, I think. So there you go. We're learning. We're learning as we go. We are learning as we go. So Shaun the Sheeper is not happy. He's now got to fiddle with himself for another couple of weeks. I'm sure you've got other rebrickable things you can do though, Shaun, haven't you? You just have to. You got. I don't know, like all your giveaways you can build, and all the other little bits and pieces you can do, and you can get a tractor to keep you happy from Smithlook for $17.99. That'll cheer you up. just have a random tractor with pulling a Christmas tree. That'd do you from the Cotswolds. More speech. Look at those. Why they drop so much? Are they saying they're not popular, or that's a bit bizarre? All the others are 21. I wonder why those two have dropped down to 16. Oh, more of them at 16. More of them at 16. Oh yeah, they are then 15. Jeez. Well, there's your time to get them. If you want to get yourself anything from there, you can pick them up, no problem. There's so many of them, isn't there? Star Wars Battle Pack. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of different bits and pieces. Ultra Collector says, search Lego 76307. It just arrived. They shipped it in a plastic envelope and not in a box. Ah, yeah, so it wasn't from the Lego group, though, was it? So, yeah, that's the thing. Don't forget, you've got credit where credit's due. They do try and protect all of their stuff. 76307. We have had in the past from some of these websites that we're looking at now. That's a cool looking set. Literally, sets have turned up at people's houses and they've put the delivery sticker on the actual box. Oh, that's messy. But no, it's a nice set, that. Yeah, it gets some nice characters with it as well. So you got Ultron and Iron Man, different variation of Ultron to what is in the Avengers Tower. Yeah, it looks smart. That does look smart, that. Well, no, that is a bit of an issue. Oh, so are you Mills plating your Winter Village, Sean? Is that what you're doing? Is somebody getting a little bit tickly on it? I wondered what you were going to be doing. Filthy, that is. That is absolutely filthy. It's a good way to do it. It's a good way to go, though. I'm assuming that's what it is you're doing, or I've completely misread that and just made myself look like a right spanner. Right, I am going to do, before I go, there is one thing I am going to have to go over this again, because I do not know. Is it because these sets still that are retired? So John Lewis has loads of sets that are retired that are available. And we took a look at these yesterday, and they are price matching everything. So again, that restaurant is still £60 off for that, and it's, you can see all of the towers and everything. But I was looking at where was it? Was it Game? I think it might have been Game. What set was I looking for? Might have to find it tomorrow. Where are we? Where there? There's Very. Popped up on Very. We've seen some of Very's stuff. Sports Direct is a place at the moment. I don't know what that's all about, but you can get stuff. Game by Sports Direct. So they're one company. So if we do Lego, so it's the same company that I was looking for. Sports Direct have lots of stuff in now, in case anybody wanted to know. And you can get savings on some of these, but I have been warned that how they arrive is literally just the box. It's no shipper box, there's no nothing. But it does seem to be a bit on the expensive side, because there's nothing in a sale on this. There is a game. So it's just another aspect of where you can get things from. But we've already seen, like, all of these are massive. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. They're massively more expensive than a lot of other people. Yeah, so obviously the Lego Group are extremely cautious stuff. How you get it through your door, on the other hand, depends if the delivery driver's done an elbow drop through the box off the top of the DPD van. That's a different story. But it's always nice to get that. But when you suddenly get a Lego set at your doorstep and it's pouring down with rain, and it's just got the delivery notice on the actual front, it's a bit suck. Ultra. Which one? Oh, which Ultra is going? Oh, goodbye, Ultra Bricks. Have a safe flight tomorrow. Oh, got a dash to catch my flight. Oh, you are back tomorrow. Okay, well, perfect. So we will be doing a big live stream tomorrow, Ultra Bricks. I'm glad we've kept you company and you've managed to pack all your bags. Don't forget your pants, and don't forget to pack your bricks as well. So safe journeys, and I look forward to seeing any photos you took from the Lego bit. Right, let me go back up because I was too busy trying to find that. Let me go. So that's the plan. You're going to mild the Winter Village. Filthy. Do people just buy to just display, or do they make stories with their sets? Stories for me, Jane, all day long. So all the sets that I've got, theme park related, paths going around to everywhere, and it tells a story from one way to another. If it's from like Ninjago or anything like that, it will be a representation of that episode and then telling a story of how it works within a theme park setting. So, yes, and I love moving all the minifigures around, especially the Winter Village stuff, and it all has to link, all goes through. Me and Sean spent a long time planning the Winter Village sets for 2025. No, minifigures are move around all the time. Yeah, moving around all the time. Sean says, I like making different scenes with the minifigures and switching it up when I'm bored of it. Yeah, that's a good thing. So you can do that, no problem, can't you? You can do that, no problem. So yeah, there's lots of stuff that can be done. Yeah, I think I've caught up with everybody. Right, so we are nearly 11 o'clock, and we've got a big stream tomorrow. It's going to be a fruity one tomorrow. So, guys, if you haven't liked the video already, if you could, that'd be fantastic. Let's end the poll. The results are coming up on your screen now. So that's what you do. You prefer to wait for sales, clear as day. 48% of the votes was wait for a sale, which I do not blame you at all. 21 votes in. So kickoff tomorrow will be about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I would imagine, between 7:30 and 8. And then we will just rock it out, and it'll just be a good few hours. So I would imagine it's going to be a 4-hour stream, I would think. It's going to be a fruity one because of how long it's going to take to get through. Through to 3 a.m. Yeah. So we've got to go over all of the Harry Potter stuff that's retiring, all of the Marvel. So it's Marvel, Harry Potter, Ninjago for myself, Star Wars for Jay. Lego City is a big universal one for everybody. So it's going to be as long as Jay can hang on for, and then I'll just keep going with it. And it's just out there for the 4 people that want to watch it on the replay, basically. So I think we've concluded then that you guys think that this is just a brown floating bit of turd as well. I think that's what we've done. You don't know you're going to be called. Yeah, well, it's going to be funny. I know more than what's on the list than Jay, and I know for a fact, that as we start going through Harry Potter and then going through other bits and pieces, Jay's soul is just going to leave his body with the amount of stuff he needs. Oh, Disney as well. We've got to look at Disney stuff because he's a massive Disney fan. So we'll be looking at the Disney stuff. Yeah, so he's in trouble with regards to just how much is on that list. And then when I get to Ninjago, I'm going to get a squeaky bum time because, of course, I'm going to be then going, I want the bounty. The bounty is at John Lewis. So this thing now, forget this. So the bounty, Ninjago, which is this thing here. This is the cheapest it's ever going to be, because this is retiring halfway through the year. They're going to get rid of that stock, and then we're going to go through. So yeah, it's going to be a fruity one tomorrow. I'm going to cry a little bit with Ninjago and then just get over it. I mean, anybody that's a Star Wars fan is going to have a seizure tomorrow, because don't forget, Sail Barge, the Falcon, the Venator, all of that is retiring this year. And then there'll be people that will be then thinking, well, I'm glad because I don't, I've already got those, so I don't need it. And then all of a sudden, an alarm bell will be going off because the new stuff will be coming out. And they'll be thinking, oh my days, there's another £550 one of these and a £600 one of those. So yeah, I think it's going to be emotional for people. It's going to be good fun at the same time. But yeah, tomorrow's live stream, honestly, I think it's going to be tears for people. And I just wonder how long this is going to stay in sale for. Because I was thinking for myself, Oh, the roller coaster. If I could have it by the roller coaster, but I don't know. So yeah, he's in for a shock. Ultra Collector, we just unboxed all of our Seal Galaxy Squad police, Space Police, and Lego movie sets. It's been years since we packed the original Lego movie Ultra Collector, because there's some beautiful sets in there. There's some really nice sets in there. So yeah, so tomorrow it's going to be a lengthy one. It's going to be tearful for people. I'm going to have I'm going to have emotional support food beside me. I'm going to have stuff just to keep me going. Yeah, so even Sean said I'll get the supplies at the ready for the shock and awe of a lengthy stream. Yeah, it's going to be a fruity one. Well, I mean, this one was 3 hours, so you know it's all good fun. But yeah, so we'll crack on with everything. We'll crack on with everything tomorrow. Ultra Collector, keep us up to date with how you're getting on with all of your bits and pieces. Send us a load of photos, because have you found me on Instagram? Because I want to see all of this stuff, because I can just ping you a message back when you found me. Because I'm off by a stud on that as well, so it should be easy enough to find. I don't use it for any promo stuff or any photos anymore. I just use it for Messenger. So I do all of the stuff over on here, and yeah, that is basically that. So yeah, let us know. Right, guys. Done, finished, and done for today. You did. You found us. You did. Good. That's all right. In happy days. Good. Good. Okay, right. So I will catch up with you all on the next stream. That'll be kicking off tomorrow. It's going to be emotional. Jay's going to be crying. Sean's going to be in tears, wondering about all the Harry Potter stuff that he needs to get as well. Because don't forget, there's a lot of Harry Potter stuff on the list. Right, guys. Take it easy, everybody. If anybody is still in here, so goodbye to Ultra Collector, again, Ultra Bricks, if you are listening in the taxi, safe journeys back. Jane, have a lovely rest of your evening as well. Hopefully the weather where anybody is around the world is not too vicious, violent, or vile, so it should be good. DJI, hopefully you are all good with you. Just going back through some of the names. Yeah, all good, sexy fun. Right, guys, I'll catch up with everybody soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.